All.
Time to warm up the dice. Prepare the snacks. Will there be safe passage or brutal attacks? The players come from everywhere on Lantern Noir. Elves, dwarves, giants, and dragons is what you are. So pull up a chair. Get ready for the next campaign. It'll be a hell of a lot more fun than sitting in the rain. For the next 5 hours, time is gonna move a lot faster. Thanks to your imagination and your fabulous dungeon master. Lantern Noir presents.
All right, and now we officially kick off. I don't know, I called this Act 1 because last week was the prologue of The Mists of Ever Twilight, Book 3. Although this, like I've said before, this is more of a sandbox version of the storylines, so it's however many acts you all need to take till you feel like you are ready to move on to the next locale in The Mists of Ever Twilight. For those that are new, my name is Rob. I stream under the nickname Lantern Noir, and this is our Sunday night D&D game. I'm filling in the role of Dungeon Master, and I'll let all of the players do their personal and character introductions, starting with the effervescent and ever omnipotent Nebula.
Hey guys, I am Nebula, and I am playing Samara Starfall, the Elven Wizard. I shoot a lot of fireballs and things that have to do with fire.
My name is Adam. I play the human fighter Dagon Bjorn, who is not only a bar brawler, but now also a brothel patron.
Hi everyone, I'm Azteki playing Azteki, a human paladin. Sir Azteki. Azteki playing Sir Azteki. I correct myself.
I'm Jeremy, aka Spinny Helm. I'm playing the Dwarven Ranger Frederick, who has a notebook that includes all of our investors, apparently.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. You gotta, keep track of what you've been up to and where you've gone and what you have or have not done.
Where we shouldn't return, shouldn't return triumphantly.
Yeah, your list of places you're not allowed to go to anymore is actually growing faster than it's shrinking. Maybe that's the secret to getting out of the mist. You just go to enough places that you can't go back to any of them, and they'll just kick you out.
Well, we'll just kick them out. We can't really abide by someone who can't go anywhere. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, eventually Strahd himself is so annoyed with us that he's like, fine, just leave. God.
You're the worst vampire slayers ever brought here. Oh, we're supposed to play vampire? What?
So when we last left our intrepid heroes, they were taken in a night of rest at one of the only safe places they found in town so far, or in the city, a house run by the group that's known colloquially as Sophie's Girls. The gender specific title is non-indicative, as both men and women are present there. Dagon did disappear from the group the night before, because as soon as we walked through the door, he was heading up the stairs. And everyone else kind of like took a moment to rest. And we closed last week on the scene of Frederick and the bar girl, with Frederick regaling her of the tales of their adventures over a cup of black coffee. Previous to that, y'all had been involved in a minor gang scuffle by inadvertently upsetting one of the, seems to be many gangs that control the town, the city. I keep saying city. It's really a town. It's really a full-on city. The city of Storm's End. You manage to kill 3 members of the Banshees, piss off the gang of 10, and find your way to the one safe place you've found so far. Sounds about right for recaps? Okay. And then we are going to pick up the first morning after you come back. Do you wake up? Checking my notes. Okay. What passes for morning light, strike that. Start over. Bright morning light shines through the window of the room. Dust gets caught in the sunbeams as Azteki rolls over, opens his eyes, and takes a look about the space. Seated next to the door on a shockingly plush chair is a woman in bright red, trimmed with black scale armor. Her long black hair extends all the way down to the sides of the chair and almost to the floor on either side of her. And she sits with a small teacup crustled in her hand as delicately as you might hold onto a single ash. She cocks a sideways grin as Azteki realizes he's not alone in the room that he fell asleep alone in. Assuming he was alone last night, which we never really established because we faded to black.
We thought we were all staying in the same room, the 3 of us.
Now, apparently Azteki had his own room.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I had my own room until this morning, and I wake up to say good morning.
She gently sets the teacup to the side and folds her hands in her lap, leaning back before looking at you. What is your oath, my son?
The oath of Raven kind.
And what fate do the unholy meet?
Destruction.
And your view on death?
Not today.
But?
One day for sure.
And where do souls of the fallen? Do they linger or do they pass?
Both? Depends.
As a knight of Ravenkind, what is your duty to the departed? To hold them here or to let them pass on?
Oh, let them pass on.
And what is your role with the righteous, those who have committed no sin?
Defend them.
Have you?
Mostly.
Then perhaps the gifts of the Raven should only mostly be yours.
I know. Yes. Mostly as in yes.
She slowly stands up, and you realize how much taller she seems when she's not sitting. Perhaps maybe 9 feet, filling the room as she looks down at you as you rest in the bed. Your oath is your bond to this earth itself. Break it at your peril, Knight of the Raven. And in a flash of black feathers, she transforms into a raven and soars out the open window. And as she does, the light from the window starts to darken until it becomes that same ever-present twilight you have come to know for the last many moons. You blink a few more times and look around, and the single bed you were on is now a double, and you can hear Nebula stirring above as Frederick snores from his cot next to you.
Man, I haven't even had my coffee yet. It's an intense way to start the day.
The best way of waking up. Giant holy girl in your room.
After that, you take a few moments to gather yourself, I assume, before waking everyone else, or do you want to just let them sleep in?
I'm gonna let him sleep in.
Yeah, what's
I
checkout
have
time?
I need a moment to digest everything that happened. You know, previously it's been like, hey guys, you got to hear about this. But right now, I feel like I'm cool with just having some breakfast first, and then maybe mentioning that in a few.
Fair enough. Dagon inquires about checkout time with his companion, who. How much money did you have again?
Me personally?
Yeah. Or rather, how much do you want to have left?
So I have 9 gold, 7 silver, 13 copper.
Okay, so you wake up alone.
Even better. That's really why you pay him. You pay him to leave.
Uh,
So, well, how much do I have left?
you're doing okay. You're doing okay. We'll negotiate that at a later day and time.
All right, I feel like at this point, because Dagon's been through nothing but shit for a long time now. So, like, he is that guy that, like, he gets up early, he's singing and dancing to himself. It turns into, like, a musical. And, like, he swings around every pole that he comes by, and he goes downstairs and has breakfast, is chatting everybody up.
Not a problem. Yeah, the morning is not nearly as active as well. It's not an active place. The bartender is still on duty. Black coffee is available. That's our other delicacies you can add. Excuse me. The gentleman that was working the door is not now. A different gentleman has taken over and is manning that post. But anything you need, yeah, they can bring out a breakfast like any other tavern and get you set up. So, yeah. Pleasant. There's no inquiry about how your night went, unfortunately, if that's what you were hoping for.
Oh, no. He just feels like he's walking on clouds, you know?
Sounds good. The rest of you, I'm assuming, wake up and head on down to get some breakfast. The foyer.
I'm going to mention, but as I pass by Dagan, I'm going to be like, somebody had a good night.
Oh, yeah, I'll pull her in, do like a little spin. Like, I'll tell you all about it if you want to know.
Yeah, tell me everything over breakfast.
I'm gonna walk by and like clap him as high on the shoulder as I can, be like, "You wait for me. We gotta all tell the story together. Show and tell time.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
You leave any
exactly.
marks?
Just gotta say, I never knew I was that flexible, you know?
What's your dex?
Not that high.
14,
Hey.
not bad.
We knew you were that flexible.
I want you to know that I also had a female companion show up, and we had just a good time too. Had nice heart-to-heart conversation as I got reminded of my oath and duties.
I must have slept harder than I thought.
Let me guess, you fulfilled your oath, right? Right?
I tried, but she was gone before I could say any more.
Oh yeah, the Avatar of Ravenkind was totally, down. That's a new level of optimism.
He's smiting the ladies now, too.
Unless we forget to mention it, Science Streams popped in and has thrown another reroll into your reroll bag. You now have 3 bagged.
Thank you.
I really like those little bags.
I'll keep tweaking it. I'm not sure I like its layout yet, but I'll figure something out. If you ever stealth. How many are we going to burn on stealth checks? That's the real question.
You know what may be a good idea? I'm not saying we need to do it. Maybe you should assign it to somebody. Like somebody gets assigned the role. Maybe the person that cashes it in, assigns it, so that way it's not a discussion of should we use it, should we not use it,
Hmm.
and then you have to like query the group. If it's your turn and it's your bad roll, it's your it's your re-roll or +2 or something. And I think that would also help balance it out too.
That way,
Just a thought.
Frederick doesn't keep stealing all your rerolls.
Or we
I
get
mean,
through
I
every
hit,
fight
I
without
hit
a
really hard.
scratch.
I'm just saying. That's the reasoning.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, I hit with one attack. Let me get my 2d6 and a d8. So sometimes that's why I'm a little hoardy on those rolls.
Yeah, because I just see that little bag next to the icon for the person. When I look at on the
Oh, so
layout.
like we're giving Dagan a reroll.
Exactly.
All right, I can.
Well, I mean, if we do, I feel like for one, I feel like that's a lot of work, and for two,
Mm.
can we give them to someone else if we're like, I want you to use this right now?
Give
Or
me
is it gonna be
another.
like the lucky feat?
Give me another month or two. I'm not sure I'm there yet with my OBS proficiencies. I'm getting there. But I haven't quite delved into the realm of scripting yet. That's on my to-do list.
Okay, dokie.
But good idea, good things to think about. What are y'all doing with your morning? Spinny, you said you were going to try to sense undead in town.
I wanted to do that before the rest so I could have the spell slot.
Are you sure?
Am I sure I want to do it at night?
Like you want to do it before you rest?
I was fairly certain I wanted to do it before I went to sleep so I'd have the spell slot.
Okay. So the idea of like trying to sleep after you know the results is not a factor.
Oh no, I think we've been surrounded by undead for weeks at this point. I'm just at this point, like literally it was one of those moments where I'm guessing like, we get to bed, things calm down. And I've been writing about the beginning of our adventure and like the fact that we were trying to leave town because there was a gang war. And I think some internal reflection after especially telling the whole story to someone else. Like we really need to get back on track is what he would be thinking. And like it was like a last ditch, like, well maybe we're here for a reason. Maybe there is undead here. And like if it turns out there was, it sounds like that would actually like as much as that was something like, oh no, I can't sleep because there is undead, it'd be like, oh well at least there's undead here for us to kill.
Yeah, no,
Which sounds
if I
terrible,
could reenact,
but
I can reenact it. Just like sense it. Yep, they're all around us. We're doomed. Good night, everybody.
yeah, good night. Yeah. We've been through worse.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. So yes, you do take some time to meditate on that before you camp down for the night. And yes, there is undead within 6 miles. Location, I'm going to say vaguely north.
That's more than I was hoping for.
It's what I will pitch to that is unlike in the past when last time you kicked this in, you had suspicions and you were in a small hamlet. You are now in a full-fledged city-state. City. I don't know if state's the right word given the fact that there doesn't appear to be any form of functioning government you've encountered yet.
Well, that's good because the last people that were in charge didn't like us very much.
None of them have. None of them have.
It's like we're in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, hey, nice to meet you guys. We have a problem with authority. We just wanted to get that out there.
Yeah.
Well, here's
How
the
about
thing.
I just slap some guards? Just start it off.
Yeah. I mean, the upside there.
There are no guards though. That's what we just found out. Everybody's a gang member, so we gotta do what we gotta do. Hey, you want to slap a gang member? I'm not gonna say anything. Go ahead and slap a gang member. It's not gonna stop me.
Yeah. I mean, you all are complaining about the nobles. Well, congratulations. You found your first city without nobles. What could go wrong?
We're gonna end up fighting like every gang in this city.
Let's try not to. What?
Yeah, no, I don't want to, but yeah,
If we just beat one hard enough, then the rest will know not to mess with us, and we'll be the
Or
gang in
the
charge.
other problem with that is if you so say you do that,
Yeah.
then the other gang that thinks they can take you is like, you know what? If we take them out, it'll be like double the rep because they took out these other people.
Yeah, that's getting third party. I don't like that idea.
The thing is, I think if we're going to do any kind of like actual manipulation of the situation, we need to be the third party. We need to engage as little as possible in actual combat that people walk away from.
So we need to set up one party to go after the other party.
They started it. I mean,
Yeah,
I think
we
that's
gotta
a good
pull a
tactic.
tan.
Yeah.
Thing to do.
Yeah, we'll call it a tan too. We'll save them for last. And then we'll show up and be like, man, you've really been manipulating things around here. It's like, you know, this thing that you did that you're probably known for now. It's like, it's probably your fault. It'd be really bad if like somebody like in the higher ups of some of these gangs that have been fighting each other found out that it was actually your gang's fault this whole time. Yeah, I mean, I didn't do anything. You can't prove it. I don't have to prove anything.
Hey, you know,
I
you
just need
whisper
to
in
make them
enough
believe
ears.
it.
If we go around and just go to every gang's tavern and just talk about how the 10 are trying to start and like underhandedly start a war, they'll all start looking into it. And when all these gangs start looking into the same thing, you know they're going to cross paths and it's going to be bad.
Or they find out it's just us and they all blame us.
They can blame us. I mean, that's fine. We
Hey,
get
no,
blamed for
no risk,
everything
no
else.
reward.
So, what is your plan this morning? Do you have a particular plan, or are you just thinking it's time to see what happens?
I don't know. I remember there was some talk of like seeing the harbor dude or the guy. I don't know. Some dude
The
that was
Black
at the
Cauldron people.
yeah. That.
Some light inquiries with the woman at the bar. The Black Pauldron, it refers to effectively a mercenary company that operates out of Hightown. They, for the lack of better terminology, are the gang that controls the where the head merchants, top tradespeople have made their home. It's within another wall, further literally up the side of the hill for the town or the city. There's an old ruined castle that sits above Hightown that hasn't been used in generations. Not since the city took control of its own power away from the lord in the castle, which then it slowly, unfortunately, devolved over time into the state you're in now. But the Pauldron refers to the gang that controls that space, or the mercenary company, as it were, as they are paid.
Hey, paid is good.
Yeah. The harbor master maintains offices at the docks and does live in Hightown. So depending on what your plan there, if you wanted to see him, those are the places you could head. There is also the vague sense of the undead that Frederick picked up last night.
Well, we have options.
Indeed, all of which are viable. You could also flat out ask for work. I mean, there might be somebody looking to hire a sword.
But I mean, so realistically, do we want to stay here and work? Like, honestly, like, we could work, we could do it, all kinds of work, but I mean, is that what we're here to do at this point? Like, are we switching gears from Heroes of the Realm and Slayers of the Undead to 9 to 5 clock punchers? I mean, like, not in like there's anything wrong with honest work for honest money, because that's what we were doing before we got into all this, but like, I'm just wondering if we're changing gears like that or not.
I know from my perspective, I would want to hunt down the undead, because that's better than sword for hire work. From my perspective.
Especially with the visit from the, lady that he got this
Yeah,
morning.
she wasn't like, and be sure to pick up that side gig, you know, as a barkeep, you know.
I don't know. After a
Almost
couple of really
though.
good whiskeys, a lot of people can look like they're undead.
But then you just be killing drunk people.
They're not righteous anymore, are they?
That's
You
not the
can
kind
find
of
out.
paladin I want in my party. I'm going to be honest.
Hey, I won't smite him. I'll just slap him.
And expend a spell. Blah. That was a great joke till my tongue stopped. And expend a spell slot.
You could smite someone with a slap.
Oh hell yeah, you can.
So just like 1d2 plus 3d.
I'll allow it.
That would be the most epic smite ever.
That would be insane. Like straight up, I'd be like, wait, what?
Yeah, well, I guess if you're a gentleman, you don't like hit a lady, but I guess you could slap her. So maybe
Yeah,
that's-
powder the
that's
hand up first.
drag move.
Although now I have to go make a paladin who functions completely unarmed.
Do a hybrid. Like do 10th level, like 5 levels of. Well, no, because you lose your martial arts prowess if you wear heavy armor.
So
I
don't
guess
wear
you
heavy armor.
Yeah, I guess you'd just be like a high dex paladin.
Yeah, totally viable.
Challenge accepted. So, you continue to procrastinate. What is your mission?
Well, maybe we should ask, because the people here seem to be pretty forthwith with information with us. So, like, maybe we should ask them about any known undead presence in the city.
Yeah, did you guys hear about any undead? I mean, I know that's not necessarily your line of work, but maybe you have some places up there that we're getting.
Maybe hear any stories from many patrons that have come in, you know?
Well, fair enough. Let me start a fresh session note here if I'm going to start assigning people names.
Also, at this point, I feel like Dagon has like found a broom and is like dancing around with the broom while helping to sweep up the place.
Free labor, man. I think he wants to get back on the 9 to 5 train.
He just wants to be sure he has enough coin that they don't kick him out. This is the equivalent of like doing the dishes after you fail to pay your restaurant bill. Except he's trying to pay in advance.
He's trying to like gain extra credit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Why get an A when you can get an A+?
There you go. You start asking about some rumors with the woman at the bar. Everyone else, to be honest, is kind of like she's really the only person in the room that's giving you attention. There are no other patrons at this point. The house is relatively quiet. You think you spot the woman who disappeared upstairs with Dagon the night before in passing, like through the doorway to the kitchen. It's a pretty quiet morning. The woman who's been working the bar kind of, considers when you ask about undead or the unknown. And she's very quick to share. Well, everyone knows the castle's haunted.
Knew it.
Perfect. Haunted castle. Point me in the direction.
Oh, you don't want to go up there. People that go there don't come back. That's how you know it's haunted.
That's my favorite type of vacation spot.
Me too. I
Okay.
never want to come back.
You can check in anytime you like, but you can never leave. Or check out anytime.
I
you
was
like.
trying to be a little serious in the character, like steadfast, and then it just devolves. Like, I'm sorry. It's just,
The Castle, California.
I guess
Let's
that's
check out
where
the
we're
Castle,
going.
California. Apparently, any time of year, we can find it here.
It's such a lovely place.
We thought it was fancy here. Can't wait till we get up
No.
there. I mean,
But if
Yeah, I hear they got mirrors on the ceilings.
but if nobody returns, then how do we get the stories?
Well, that's a fair
That's
point.
a good question.
That's a fair point. But it's, I mean, they say that the last lord, a marquis that used to reside in that castle, never actually left it. He died slowly, locked in his own room as everyone around took his power away bit by bit. The councils and the nobles and the guildsmen. And rather than dealing, he just locked himself away until he wasted into nothing, and he still haunts it now. There's even a story that if a willing vessel enters the keep, he might possess them and attempt to reassert his control over Storm's End.
Sounds like our kind of gig.
Yeah, I mostly think it's college law to keep the kids from going up there and getting hurt.
Either way, maybe we should have a look.
Or that's another way we could take power. We could just be like, hey, take over me so we can take over the town.
That's what I was thinking.
Right. 'Cause
Yo, bro, willing and able.
a great way to get power is to convince everyone that hasn't had a marquis as a ruler that being possessed by one makes you a legitimate leader.
We haven't talked to the guy. We don't know if he was legitimate or not. I mean, he did get all his power taken away by a bunch of randos, so.
Yeah, and then he hid in the room.
Well, that's
Yeah,
the
I don't know.
story. It's hard to say.
Right, who's got that talk to undead spell?
No one down there has. That is kind of a Goonies reference. If no one found the treasure, how'd the story get out? Yeah, that's an option too to pursue. Just, I don't know about undead, but there are a couple of kids that were saying a bit across town that there were something moving about in the sewers.
By the castle?
No, down here in lower towns. It was closer to the docks, I think. But again, I mean, undead, that's not really a thing, is it?
Have you been outside the
Yeah,
city?
do you know where you live?
No, there's stories. But they're just that, right? Things keep the kids in line.
I mean, there's truth somewhere in those stories.
I ain't never seen them.
I got no desire to convince someone of something that's literally right over there.
And I don't want to go in the sewers.
I mean,
So of the available options so far,
Are you afraid you're gonna get your armor dirty? Is that what it is?
such stinky work. Is this dirty jobs?
I mean, it's kind of like dirty jobs. Those zombies turned into paste and melted into the earth repeatedly.
The bar girl nods with remembering your story from the night before about your first visit. So, is that what you're thinking then? You want to head up towards the old castle, or?
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like we should try to talk to the harbor master, because then we could at least be like, hey, what do you know about this old castle? Is this legitimately something that should be checked out? Or hey, what's with this stuff in the sewers? Is that real? You got some people on it?
Yeah, fact check.
And also, then we're already at the harbor master, which is one of the other 3 things we were talking about doing anyway.
Cover all the bases. I like it.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
And then
Agreed.
if we do go up to the castle, that's where the Black Pauldron was. So I mean, that's literally the all of it.
Yeah, you get everything all in one.
All in one?
We will take all of those side quests.
We can all split up and each one takes a thing.
Just add it to the journal. Add it to the journal.
Everybody with an exclamation point gets talked to. Then you sit down and go, okay, which one are we picking?
Which one of these is worth the most gold coins and the best items?
And that, my friends, is what we call experience per minute, a calculation that every Warcraft gamer knows well. The grind is real.
Also, we should probably like kite kill everything along the way we come across.
So what you're saying
So at
is
least we're still moving.
Yeah.
Right, just moving and like killing.
Yeah,
drag
absolutely,
drag the gang leaders into each other. Like maybe they could pull them off of us as we keep going. Yeah.
And just skin everything along the way.
Oh god, yeah.
And all the flowers that are
Random,
growing out of the
somebody's
garbage.
chicken runs out in front of us. Ah! And then you know?
As I'm off to say,
Why? The poor chicken.
I wanted to run Call of Cthulhu. I got Ghostbusters. So, you ask Kira for directions, and she kind of gives you some guidance. For the most part, you head out to that main market street that you cross, that you seem to be the border between the Gangs of 10 and the Banshees, and more or less follow that straight down to the docks. It's only a couple miles.
Do we see Tan or?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm keeping my eyes out for anybody that has any sort of like gang colors or like any sort of symbols that I would know from my past that like might designate an affiliation with some sort of faction.
Okay, now that you know what to look for, it's a little easier to pick out certain commonalities, in the sense not so much like, oh yeah, gangs tend to do this, but just the looking for a gang sign of some kind. As you work your way down towards the harbor master's offices, you definitely can see there's one group that has their faces all painted white with red circles around their eyes and red debt coming down out of their mouths, that are kind of like gaggling together. There's another group that all has like a red feathered shoulder guard that they're wearing. And what's interesting is you make your way down Market Street, nobody is actually on the street itself except merchants. The gangs are always off the side streets as you pass. It's almost like somehow they've managed to agree that this one boulevard is like complete neutral territory.
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yep. Is that a quick be right back? He needs to give us a timeline.
So at least we know there's like, a neutral territory, neutral area that we can like move through without, having to worry about like
So far, at least.
interfering. Yeah.
Okay. No, that's okay.
You continue to make your way down towards the dock area. You can pick up at least 2 more unique gangs as you work your way there. And then you come to towards the end of the market, and you can see you're not that far from the docks. There's a checkpoint set up. And manning the checkpoint are 3 people, and they're all wearing bits of different kinds of armor. One's wearing a breastplate, one has a chain shirt and the guards on their hips. Another one, her entire arm is covered in plate mail. But what's unique is all 3 of them have the same black disc attached to their shoulder guard that's all painted a stark black color. Now, Stucky's the first among you to let it click, but that piece of armor, that black disc that protects the underarm, is referred to as a pauldron. And so these clearly are members of the Black Pauldrons.
Or impersonators.
Trust no one.
At that proposal, Dag will be the first to say nobody fakes that kind of thing.
No, yeah, no gang signs. No, you don't fake that.
No, that's a quick
You
way
get
to...
killed for that.
Yeah. By 2
I'm over
groups.
here like fashioning my like gang of 10 symbol. Like, oh really? Come on.
Well, that's true, though, because, first, anyone who hates that gang is out to get you. And anyone who's in the gang is out to get you. So you've doubled the people you've pissed off when you fake it.
That's why you just run through, going and break stuff, and be like, "Hi, I'm in the gang of 10."
They already hate me. What could go wrong?
Well, and then when you get away, they're like, "Oh man, the gang of 10 came in here and raised hell. We got to go to their territory and deal with it."
So as you approach, the guard kind of puts his hand out, or I should say the member of the gang of the Pauldrons puts his hand out. Guard is a rough term. Can you let me know your business in the docks area, please?
Here to speak to the harbor master.
I'll say, yeah, what he said. Nice to meet you. I'll reach out to shake his hand, and I'll palm a gold coin and slip it to him.
Harbor masters, you know where you're going? Or do you need well, just in case you forgot. Head on down right before you hit the waterfront. The last street on the right. His offices are along there.
Thank you kindly.
Mm-hmm. Move along. And the line kind of progresses through the checkpoint. There are no gangs in this part of town. When you get down to the docks, you don't spot that. You do, however, see members of the Black Pauldrons walking similarly to the way guards would. Kind of keeping a steady patrol, keeping an eye on things. A lot more people shuffling with various kinds of clipboards, ledger books. I mean, the typical hustle bustle you would expect in a port city. This does appear to be an active port. There are numerous ships docked, being loaded and unloaded as time goes on. And it's not hard to pick out as you pass through. The big story, actually, as you're walking along, that you hear more than one person gossip about, is the fact that a full galleon was stolen 3 days prior. Some group managed to sail the Resolution out of the harbor completely unauthorized, and they're currently commissioning a crew to perhaps make a recovery effort. Able seamen only. Experience required. Oath of loyalty, etc., but triple pay plus hazard bonuses. At least that's the word. There was one very animated member of the Pauldrons who was clear she was like trying to figure out how she could fake seamanship to get the job because of how well it was paying.
I mean, yeah, on the job training, right? And they're just like shouting words you don't know, and you're like pulling ropes that aren't helping anyone, and nothing could go wrong.
Yeah, starboard, port. You have 50% chance of getting it right.
Okay, port has 4 letters. Left has 4 letters. That's how you know your port from your starboard.
Right,
Yeah,
but
that doesn't-
he faces right.
To do with anything.
Okay.
I feel like I just learned something that was legitimate, and then now I'm always going to go to the right when someone says port.
It's not that hard.
Okay, well that's not the part I was talking about. Like raise the mainsail and then turn it like 45 degrees to the east. It's like I have 2 ropes. What?
Hey, all you got to do is get good at looking busy.
Yeah, somebody's got to like swab the deck. You could be the best deck swabber.
Right. You turn the corner past the guards as they debate, and I'm assuming you're keeping your advice to yourselves.
I am.
And it's not hard to find the harbor ant. A short ways down, 2 more members of the Pauldrons stand guard at a building with a placard over it that is just a series of ships lined up at a dock. As you approach, they easily pick up you coming out of the crowd, and they look prepared to hear your explanation, but they don't say anything at first. They invite you to be the first to explain yourselves.
Hi, we're here to see the harbor master.
God. Expecting you?
No,
Business?
business. Friendly business.
If this is a social call, why aren't you making it at his home?
Not social business, but definitely friendly business.
Do we look like social people?
I said business. You said personal and friendly. I would love to know more about this business you wanted to take up the harbor master's time with.
We just heard a couple rumors about stuff around the sewer, stuff going on in the castle. We were just wondering if there was any paying work going on. We wanted to see if he wanted to hire us to do it or if this is a waste of his time and our time.
Well, I'm sure there's got to be some gang that'll pay you to do their busy work.
Perhaps. We were wondering if he wanted any help.
All right. Oh, hey, Tepid. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you hanging out with us for a night of D&D. He kind of considers that, well, if this business is officially down here in the docks or in Hightown, Harbor Master would be the one to talk to. You know, if this is business somewhere else in the town, you really need to take it up with the gang in charge of that quarter. It's this business that takes place in Hightown or the docks.
Yeah, the castle, right? We were told that was up here.
Castle's in Hightown. Does this have business to do with the castle?
Yes, they said we heard there was rumors of something that needs to be taken care of in the castle.
All right. Wait here. And he turns to his buddy and heads into the office. Comes out a few moments later. All right. It's a slow morning. Go on in.
Thank you kindly.
You come into the offices, and they are, they clearly show the amount of business conducted. There's files, scrolls, papers. There are at least 3 people working, just moving through documents, making notes, trying to keep track of the doings of the harbor, the ships coming and going, and all the other work that goes with managing a bureaucracy. In the very back of the space, and it's mostly just one giant room that goes the entire building straight back. You can see a small cordoned off area with like a low rail and a desk behind it. And an older gentleman stands up as you come in and waves you towards him. He opens the rail for you and then steps back as you kind of filter back into his space. There's the guard told me that there was some business at the castle you wanted to talk to me about. Please come in.
We're new in town, and we heard there might be some undead business over at or maybe not necessarily undead business, but strange goings on at the castle.
Oh, my friends, I'm afraid someone's played a prank on you. Please have a seat. New to town. Where do you travel from?
Elsewhere.
Yeah, here and there, you know.
What was the last port of call you were in? Or did you come in by foot?
We came in by foot.
So, where were you last then? Which direction did you travel from?
I don't remember the name of the town, if I'm being honest. As a player.
I think it's Ernstmore as the DM.
Something like with an E.
Yeah, Ernstmore was the last city.
Ernstmore.
Really? That's a bit of a travel. How'd you find it there?
Not cold. Still unfriendly.
100% banshee free.
Oh no! Bring up the banshees.
Banshee free, eh? And what brought that on, Sir Knight?
Just saying, like, you got to make sure that there's no banshees wherever you go.
Banshees. Stories we tell children to keep them quiet at night or to let one random gang near the southeast gate instill fear. No, I apologize. I should introduce myself. Although if you sought me out, perhaps I don't need to. But I'm August Fletcherson. I've been working as the harbor master now for some time, and I'm terribly, terribly sorry that you've been led to believe that there's something going on with the castle and the spirits of the damned.
That's kind of disappointing.
No,
What is going on in the castle then?
It's an abandoned castle from over 100 years ago.
I mean, isn't that free real estate? No one's taking up residence there?
Well, there's a symbolic nature. No one gang would want to see anyone take residence in the castle because it would provide some legitimacy to their claim. Plus, the town had functioned very well without a lord for some time, and we survive now without one. Plus, who would take the job? It was hard enough to establish a peace with one individual as an arbiter between the gangs. Could you imagine what would happen if one tried to be considered a ruler over them?
I'm surprised no one tried to do a council of elders or council of leaders or
Right.
right?
Well,
You
there's
could meet there at the castle.
I believe slightly before my time there was an effort to have a town council. But to be quite honest, most of my youth was spent among the gangs as they warred for the city. This gang would pick a fight with that gang. It took, Market Street itself was called the Red Street for the amount of blood that flowed down to the sea. It took most of my adult life, to be quite honest, to get us to a stage where we have a tacit peace throughout the city. I mean, there's still the occasional flare up when this gang decides they want to take it to that gang and they don't want to bring the issue before me to arbitrate. And to be quite honest, for the most part, sometimes it's better that they do that. It's unfortunate, but we've managed to limit collateral damage between wars. Most of the buildings that you passed on the way down here, I assume, were built within the last 30 years and still standing, which is quite an improvement from my youth. If you were crazy enough to be part of the fire brigade, you were working every night. That's assuming you didn't get killed on the way. When you think for a moment, one gang sets fire to another gang's warehouse, who do they target besides that gang? People trying to keep the fire from spraying to the innocents. When I was your age, and he points at Asteki, we used to have 3 guards per water bearer to man a fire brigade. Just to be sure they could get their job done to keep the fires contained.
That's insane.
Aye. It's taken quite a bit to get the town where it is. I mean, hopefully you haven't had any mal runnings with the various factions.
I had a brief kerfuffle.
Who'd you piss off?
Well,
Which one? Which one?
We were talking about the actual banshees we slayed in the wrong territory, if that makes it.
Oh,
nice.
God. Why on earth would you do that?
Oh,
We didn't know
unknowingly.
that called the banshees there.
How'd you end up in Banshee territory? Did you just go wandering when you first arrived in the city?
We
Fucking
were
Stan.
sent there.
We may have been misled by a certain someone in the gang of 10.
Oh, that would explain. Ooh, a fellow about yay tall, darkish hair, cut real short.
Nice lump on
Name's
his head from a glass
Tan?
bottle being broken over.
Haven't inspected the body yet, but we've commissioned. I've sent men to take it down.
Oh, he die?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Oh, that's too bad.
He had a short drop and a sudden stop, it would seem.
Oh,
Ooh.
Either the Banshees got him, or to be quite honest, probably the Gang of 10 took him.
I guess that's what happens when you mess with the wrong people.
Well, look, as I said, it's taken quite a bit to get us to where we are now with the peace. And I would have preferred to perhaps intervene if it had come before me. It's not easy to bury people. In fact, our undertaker has taken to other methods of managing remains when necessary.
Oh, yeah, like what? Like,
Furnaces.
makes sense. Makes sense.
Well, again, there's just not a lot of space for cemeteries, and we need something. We can't let bodies pile up in the streets.
Right.
Especially with those of us old enough to remember the days when that was the norm. But no, I'm terribly sorry. The stories of the castle, they're just stories to scare the children.
Well, so you wouldn't mind if we just go kind of poke around?
Well, yeah, you're absolutely welcome to. I mean, surely you seem all competent enough that you won't trip over a ledge and tumble into its dungeons and impale yourself on a rogue spear left from some poor sod 300 years ago.
Depends on the rolls.
You do have 3 rerolls back, so it's unlikely. But if you're looking for serious work, as I said, you're welcome to it, but you'll find naught but dust, cobwebs, cockroaches, and rocks. And, of course, the stories we tell the children to keep them from the aforementioned plummeting into the rotted dungeon cells beneath what once was, I'm told, quite a lovely keep.
And what about the is there anything we heard something about the sewers as well, some strange goings on?
You know, that is on my list of things to pursue. There's some stories out of a quarter not far from here that I'm not entirely sure they're prepared to deal with. But there's some gossiping about people disappearing or seeing things moving in the night. Strange noises. I'll be quite honest, I usually let whoever's in charge of that quarter take care of it, but I haven't heard anything in either direction, so to speak. So if you're looking for something to make yourselves useful, that would save me having to send the pauldron into the area.
You could check into that too. Yeah, I guess it depends on if we want to not fall downstairs first or go into sewers first.
Right, and which
I mean,
like do on our way to the castle? Was I muted? Oh, sorry.
it's
I'm
like
probably
coming
cutting
on
it
and
out.
off. Yeah.
Sorry, yeah, it's being weird tonight. Yeah, is it something that we could do on our way to the castle, or is it something that's off out of the way in a different direction?
And that's a hardcore gamer, folks. She's lining up her quests for maximum efficiency.
X per minute.
Quick, look at the map. Okay, that one leads to that one, leads to that one, so we have to do them in that order.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go.
Oh, because my thought is after hearing that, so things are getting better, and is there anything that we could do to make things better? Like you mentioned that nobody's in charge because the place is abandoned and nobody wants to take charge because this is as good as it's gonna get. If we fix up the place, there's nobody that would want to take charge, is what you're saying.
Well, there is, to a degree, people in charge. Each gang has a leader. And problems that can't be resolved within the gangs, they bring to me. and I think I've done a decent job of maintaining some peace. I mean, you've indicated perhaps you have run afoul of one of the gangs, but it hasn't come to my desk yet, so I assume it's been resolved. And Tan's accident would indicate that whatever issue he had, or was had with him in that part of town, has been similarly resolved. Perhaps harsher than I would have preferred, but it's one body, not 10.
Very pragmatic.
Well, we try. I mean, I'm not going to lie. I'm getting old. It would be nice to hand off the power to someone who can maintain the peace. Perhaps a group that might do a better job than even I have. But I like to think we do all right for ourselves.
I mean, we passed several different gangs on the way here, and nobody was fighting. I mean, it sounds like it's a lot better than it was.
Well, Market Street is fairly well established. That's not a place. We've had some issues over the years, and the Pauldron's done a pretty good job of helping reinforce the idea that there will be peace where there is commerce. I mean, similarly, I'm not sure if you've encountered any of Sophie's girls, but their houses are often considered safe as well. Although, quite frankly, I've met some
Megan certainly has.
Oh yeah, I felt so safe. I mean, you just made me feel right at home. Couldn't ask for a better night.
But was she there when you woke up?
No, but ain't that a good thing?
No.
Ah, shit. I should check my stuff.
Oh, I just mean it's... Well, we can debate that another time, not in the presence of a lady. But, you know, there's a little spot not far from... I mean, as I said, there's some rumors, stories I've heard. Up the way by, I think it's the Scurvies maintain it. And they are not really equipped for exploring below or investigating strange happenings. They don't have a lot of territory, they claim anyways. But it's technically within their blocks. But there are some stories, like I said, of people saying they see things moving at night or strange noises from below. You could investigate that. And again, I would consider that no small favor. Perhaps we could come to an arrangement for housing. So if you find you need quarters, we can make some arrangements in one of the taverns down here at the docks.
I like that idea.
Is there any way you could get me lodging at one of Sophie's places?
My budget doesn't extend that far. Mostly as I don't actually have a budget. And having met some of Sophie's boys, I would advise against entering an establishment which they have made their own unless you have coin. And I tend to let the various groups manage justice on their own. I can just say that I've never known any of the gentlemen who have failed to pay their bills to be slain by any members. So when connected. Perhaps better worth they were. Right. So, on that note, he takes out some paper and starts to sketch out some directions. If this is what you would be thinking of taking care of, then here's your opportunity.
Yeah, well, before we head off here, is there anything that that maybe we could do personally for you? You know, like keep our ears out, our eyes out, anything that might help you out.
Yes, you can go investigate what's going on with these strange noises at night.
All right.
I mean, that would help me out.
Fair enough.
Were you?
And the Scurvies won't be, they'll be okay with us going to investigate this, right?
Probably.
Making sure we don't ruffle any feathers by wandering into their territory when we're just trying to help.
Well, your concerns are well founded. I would just simply tell them that you're here on my business. 9 times of 10, that's sufficient.
Will do.
And we're of the raven kind. Ruffling feathers is what we do. I need 5 minutes to like get some water and take
Okay.
a break since now's a good time
Th-
since we're on our way out.
This is perfect. Let's take a 5-er.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
They were beckoning me to put the child to bed, so this is perfect time.
We are taking a full-on 5-er, so we'll be right back in about 5-10 minutes. If you're here in chat, please keep hanging out. We'll keep chatting. I'll make sure the chat shows, and we'll see everybody back here in 5 minutes as they set out from the Harbor Master's place.
Oh, thank you. Maggie got it for me for
Well,
Christmas.
thank you for everyone that hung out while we took our little break there. Sorry it took a little longer than needed,
Very
than
nice.
predicted.
Yes, I'm a fan of the tea turtle shirts. Sorry.
No, no.
Yeah, no, they're
Wearing
great.
Jeremy's shirt.
Oh, I have one like that that says it's got Winnie the Pooh, and it says "No bothers given."
I want that one.
That's my official work
Nice.
shirt now. Because that's my. I'm really geeked about September because my plan for going back to teaching is to fully embrace the I am on the verge of retirement old fart math teacher. So I will not be ponytailing anymore. I've got my Birkenstocks, which I will always wear regardless of the weather. I will wear boots to work if it's snowing and then put on the Birkenstocks when I get there. And it will be a graphic t-shirt and a jacket is my uniform.
Hey, I like this. I approve.
I'm aiming for 80s bands for most of the first couple of weeks of school just to kind of establish a certain cred. But yeah, I'm down with that. I'm sorry for the delay though. I had to. Kitty K was learning a lesson about gifts tonight. And so when I got up there, she was upset because she spent her Robux to buy a certain pet for her friend. And her friend wasn't reciprocating with an equal valued gift back.
I've been through this with Emma. Yep.
Yep. And there was there were tears involved. Sport jacket with I have a sport jacket with elbow patches actually. Absolutely. The elbow patches are not optional. You have to have those.
What is that all about? The elbow patches on this sport
Well,
jacket?
'cause
So she's
defaults changed. What? Okay, that was weird. I just got a pop-up on Zoom that my default microphone had changed. Like, no.
You went out for a second.
Yeah, I was gonna say you went out at the end right there for a second. It was weird.
That is really weird. And now I'm back to like peaking the meters again.
Ruh-roh.
I also have to watch my volume. Which is good because I've been told I'm starting to creep up into comment levels. So, no, but we ended the conversation with Kitty K with you give your gifts because you love people and you don't expect anything in return. And if you get something in return, that's great. And so she seemed to kind of get it. And if she can get it and she can kind of internalize the lesson, maybe dad will give her a gift of some more Robux so she can get the pet she originally had before she went on this adventure to get one for her friend.
I'll tell you what, I feel bad for like older parents because they didn't have things like Robux to bribe their kids with. It works every time.
Well, and it's
Every time. It's flawless.
yeah. I just want her to learn the lesson about just not asking for things back. And if she can pick that lesson up, yeah, that works for me. Which I don't
Absolutely.
I don't expect anything from those watching, but you know, you can always throw some biddies at us. And if you look in the sound alerts, not only can you send biddies, you can play a sound and add a reroll to the reroll bag. Just saying.
That's a great deal.
It is. It is.
But you gotta hit her with the Linkin Park lyrics of the sun doesn't give the light to the moon, assuming that the moon owes it one.
Oh, I don't think I've ever heard that before, but that's awesome.
Yep.
Not that I've never listened to Linkin Park. I just don't think I've heard that song.
I don't think it's from one of their,
Super
Main
fancy.
ones.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not a
like-
radio
like-
hit.
Into it, yeah.
It was just from the CD.
CDs, man, you're taking me back.
Yeah. It was probably
How
the last
old are
CD I
you?
bought was a Linkin Park CD.
Oh God. I'm a nerd. I think my first one was Phantom of the Opera.
But Phantom of the Opera is
That's
awesome.
pretty hardcore nerd right there. If your first CD was Phantom of the Opera.
No, but you want to know what super hardcore was? We didn't own a CD player yet.
has she been drinking water?
You
That
bought
is
a CD
pretty
without a
hardcore.
CD player.
I was future-proofing my music collection. I bought it and gave it to a friend to put onto cassette tapes.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
I also bought Interview with the Vampire on Laserdisc.
Laserdisc.
While not
Old Laserdisc.
while not owning a Laserdisc player, because again, I was future-proofing my collection. Because as soon as the prices came down and everybody had a laser disc player in their house, I was going to be on the leading edge of that.
When do we think that's going to be?
That one didn't work out real well.
And has she had?
I mean, honestly, like I've only seen a laser disc one time. It was a school had it, and like the laser disc itself was so impressive that I will never forget it. Like it was like a record-sized CD.
Yeah.
That was excited. I was like, holy crap! This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is the future. And then now you can put 4 tracks on one side of a DVD, and why would you even?
That huge disc probably had like a whole 15 megabytes of data.
Future proof.
Well, now like I just got a new phone usually, and I have a 32 gigabyte little tiny thing that I would put in stuff. This thing has 124 gigabytes built in. I'm like, why? I'll never need that much space for anything.
Speaking of space, you make your way out of the harbor master's offices and follow his directions towards a chunk of town. You have to pass a pauldron checkpoint to get out of the docks area. And again, kind of pick up the vibe that this is the closest thing there is to a guard is this mercenary company. And they're really only controlling small parts of the city itself. As you work your way over...
We've never really had like good rapport with these guards in any of these cities. Not for lack of trying.
Yeah, I think as we pass checkpoints, Dagon's gonna be like, "Hey, keep up the good work, man. I remember you. Nice job."
Okay.
You come around one of the corners, and I think, let me double check my notes. Yes.
We should probably check in with these scurvy fellows too before we just hop down into their sewer territory.
Yeah, offer them some oranges or whatever you give pirates out of them.
At least 4. Okay.
Rum.
And how much does she weigh?
Rum should work, right?
Do you have
Theoretically.
any of either of those bottles left?
Probably not.
Well, there goes our bargaining chip.
Yeah, and I shared it with that girl, and she didn't even stick around for the morning. Come on.
I thought you were happy with this.
Well, no, I am.
It's a sliding scale.
Yeah, he's like all over the place with this. He's like, man, do I want love or do I want love?
What's love got to do with it?
Got to do with it? Got to do with it?
Should we bust out the acapella?
As you work your way into the territory, and oddly, no one is accosting you when you can pick out a group of people that are all dressed with the same eye patch.
That's a good gag sign.
It works.
I was like, are they going to be standing there like this? Arr! Oh, there they are.
You guys got orange juice?
Yeah, we'll go with the eye patch. I hadn't really come up with what the scurvy's colors look like, but we're gonna go with that because why not?
They could just have a tabard with the skull and crossbones on it.
No, that's no.
Is that too much?
Too much. Although to be
Oh,
fair,
Too obvious.
not all of them are wearing it in a way that actually covers an eye.
Oh, so they kind of wear it like, some of these people in the stores
Or-
with masks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with the mask with the nose out.
yeah.
The chin bib.
It's more of a symbol than anything else.
Right, just like the masks.
Yeah. Remember, kids, everyone here at Lantern Noir Presents does believe that mask wearing is the key to stopping the coronavirus. Wearing a mask properly covers your nose and mouth is the key to helping keep that curve flat and return to normal. The more you know. CBS cares. On that note, But they're not giving you any kind of a hard time. They don't seem to be. No one seems to be looking to pick a fight with you. Although there was one group, as you came past them from their stoop, you could see that one of them nudges another and kind of starts to point at you guys, and they all kind of whisper quickly and conspiratorially, and then they all get up and they start going the opposite direction really fast. So word has.
Retreat expeditiously away.
Our reputation has preceded us.
No, they're probably just gathering up to take us on because we're kind of scary.
Maybe.
Do they all wear the patch on the same side? Like, should we try to stick to like someone's right or someone's left?
Do they have a blind side that has been self-imposed for no apparent reason?
Your street credit has put you at a disadvantage, sir.
They you come up and around the corner, and there's an alleyway that has a clear, large grate in the bottom of it for water overflows. So again, most of the city is cobblestoned, decently maintained, and this is definitely a spot where a lot of different alleys converge and flush down into the sewers below.
Is there like a bar in this area? Because like we did want to talk to somebody before we just went into the sewer. And be like, hey, we're on official business. The harbor master checking out some of the sewers. Or I mean, if you guys just want to hop in the sewers, that's fine too. All right, let's just hop into the sewers. Dirty jobs.
I mean, we're here.
Yeah, let's just go.
Yeah, well then
we
you
find
could.
stuff. We find stuff.
If you'd rather stop at the bar, we can totally stop at the bar first. But if you're like, nope, straight to the sewer, we can.
I mean, just
beeline.
some guys wandering into the sewer. I mean, I'm okay with it, but I also don't want to like pick a fight with some monster in the sewer. And then the gang's like, "Oh, you guys went in our sewer. We're going to come on from the other side and fight you." And then we're going to be like, "Oh no, we have to kill all these people and the giant gators people flushed down the toilet when they were cute."
That
I have
giant.
no
And one of
problem
them's
with that.
albino.
Oh, it's so sad.
Do we see any of these patch wearing guys like around the alley that we could just pull aside and be like, hey, let your boss know, we're heading down. We're on official business of the harbor master, we're just checking it out. We got no beef with you guys if you got no beef with us.
No. However.
Hey, well, I tried.
However, as you're staying around the sewer grate, kind of discussing this, half looking around, half trying to figure out how to get the grate up, you do spot a girl, probably 9, 10-ish, who's watching you with rapt fascination.
She's not in charge of the gang, so hi. I heard you guys got some sewer monsters. Are they big?
Have you
They
seen
got
them?
lots of teeth.
I don't go into the sewer mess.
That's smart.
They're
Smart.
definitely. You can hear them.
You can hear them. What do they sound like?
Oh, they sound like me dad when he's had too much to drink at the tavern.
Can you mimic it for me? Definitely sounds like our kind of thing, guys.
Hey, man, that sounded like me just last night.
Are you going
We
down
can hear
there?
ya. Yes, but we don't always do things that you shouldn't do what we do.
No. No, I'm not all armored like he is. You make that yourself?
If she were my dog,
Did you make all that armor yourself?
With the way that she's acting, she's
Yes.
hungry, she's bright and
Whoa.
I would probably wait until the morning and then
Wait.
take her
If you got the skills to be making all that armor yourself,
over the course.
where'd you learn to wear it right?
If over the course of the
Cool.
night she becomes
Because me dad says that nobody's good at nothing more than once. So if you're good enough to make all that armor, how'd you get good enough to use it and use that weapon at your side?
suddenly not hungry and becomes
You ask a lot of questions for a 10-year-old.
No, that's like the normal
Me
amount
dad
of
says
questions.
that too.
then I would change my plan.
All right, let's lift this grate off the floor.
because she's feeling so good.
You sure you want to go down there?
Watch and wait until tomorrow.
I mean, not really, but you know, we're
We were
doing it
asked
as a
to come check
favor.
it out.
Yes, to the harbor master. So
I would avoid that.
we're gonna check it out.
Keeping her from eating
Right.
for several more hours and just giving her a tiny little bit of
If you're
Is
sure
there a
that's
better
the
way
you...
to get down here, or should we just go through here? What do you think?
One more time.
when she starts eating.
I'm asking her. I'm like, hey, do you think this is the best way we should go down here, or is there a better way?
Oh no, I just
And then depending on what the doctor
just curious what you up to. You can go down that way.
There's not a better way?
Nah.
No kids playing around in a different one.
No, we don't play it in the
It's kind
sewers.
of open.
It smells down there.
I would say
Yeah, we know.
the most common reason that we see
So I got a question for you, little girls. Is anyone paying you to keep an eye on this specific sewer grate?
Oh, the sewer grate? No.
Yeah. So what are they paying you for?
Keep an eye on you.
All right, that's what I thought. I'll flicker a silver coin. Be like, good
Easiest
job,
money-
good job, kiddo,
easiest
good
money
job.
you ever made.
What? And so what should I tell them you're doing?
Yes. Just be honest.
We're
Oh.
investigating the strange sounds.
No, don't listen to these chaps, man. These are fools. You tell them you was sitting around, you ain't seen nothing, all right?
Oh, and she takes a step back into the alley. So you don't want me to say nothing about the fact that you beat up two of the scurvies.
better soon, poor thing.
Now, where did you see that happen, huh?
I saw that when
Tell
I
me your
got
story.
I saw that when I got one of these and none of these.
See, I told
Interesting.
you kids can't trust them.
I'm gonna go ahead and start opening the sewer grate. I don't mind. I don't
I got
mind.
really evil ideas in my mind here about making a little kid point into our entrance to the sewers, but I don't think Dagan would do that. He's got a soft spot for kids.
I was about to say you probably want to give the kids
She
some more
she kind
money.
of raises the hand a few more times.
Say, all right, what do you need? What's gonna get you and your pops something to eat tonight?
Yeah, how
I'll
much
give her-
we
I'll give her
how
2
much
more
we talking?
silver.
Okay. Definitely did not see you beating up nobody. You were just going down the sewer like you said. And then she scampers up the alley and out of sight.
How's she
For
going
the
to
record,
report on
I'm
what we're
glad I
doing if
wasn't
she didn't
nice
see
to
us
her.
doing it?
Dagan's got like a tear in his eye, and he's like, kids, I mean, sheesh, taking after my own heart, reminds me of me when I was her age. Sheesh.
Yeah, except you were beating up full-grown men.
Well, yeah, no, I mean, you're giving the gifts you're given,
Can we just go down the sewer before we get extorted by more prepubescents?
We,
This is
well,
the fun part.
Frederick is trying to open the sewers. We need
Yeah.
leverage.
I will help.
Do I have a pry bar?
Oh, you can
What do
lift
I
it
have?
up.
Let me... Oh, man, I'm so used to those things being so heavy in real life. But if we can lift it up, let's just...
Yeah, between the four of you, you're able to get this thing up without having to resort to like mage hand or something.
Is there anything in the alleyway that we can kind of like move more towards the center, just kind of like mask the open
I have a
manhole?
crowbar. We don't need it, but I have it.
No, I'm just saying like
Yeah.
if we could move like a garbage bag or some trash bins or something, just so it covers the hole. Because I figure we probably want to leave it open.
That's legit. Yeah, you can either cover it with a couple of like toss off crates and pallets, laying in one of the alleys. You can do that, either cover it or create like a little like, safety barrier around it, depending on how
Yeah, just to
civic
mask the
minded you
view.
are. Yeah.
I just don't want anybody glancing down the alley and being like, "Hey, why is that open? Where's that kid that's supposed to be here watching this?"
Oh, crap. And they send everyone into the sewer on a rescue mission to save the girl who's actually just like buying her dad a burger. Over the
Yeah, she's
bar.
having the best meal of her life.
We
She went
thought
to
you go
In-N-Out.
the sewer.
So you did
Why
miss
would
the
they go in the
chance
sewer?
I thought you were going to ask her if there was anything like related to the gang down there, so you don't accidentally kill a gang pet or something.
We
That
kill a
would have
game
been
pet, we
smart,
kill
but
a
I
game
ain't that
pet.
smart.
We're told to investigate. We're going to investigate.
Okay. You start to make your way, you climb on down. It's dark. It smells of stale water. It's not as horrid as you might think. You're knee deep in something, but it's not like straight up feces. It's much more water than anything else. And you can see there's definitely like a lot of runoff into this area, and then it drains straight out to the waterfront, perhaps.
Does it smell worse or better than my old Xanathar sewer, thug life?
Probably slightly better because it has a bit of salt in the air from all of it. And
Yeah,
Sonic,
this is good. I can do this.
yep, Sonic just threw another reroll into the bin. You have four rerolls in the bag, plus another plus 4 bonuses you can burn.
It's time to start going crazy, team.
It's time to start taking some chances.
Investigate the wall, see if I see any like hell damage or anything like that. Some scraping against the wall.
That's a good question. Let's roll a die to see how that turns out. Investigation check. Yes, thank you for that, Aztec. It's good to have Sonic in the family over here as part of our D&D table.
He deserves it for always being here.
He does. He is a dedicated, diehard fan and follower. So it's good to get him the emotes and get him in as a member of the family. So thank you for that. There's nothing out of the ordinary. The walls are mostly covered in types of algae and slime and muck. There are no tracks to follow because, again, knee deep to thigh deep in muck. But in tracking by scent is going to be a little tough, given that everything kind of does smell like stagnant water, a little bit of shit smell, a little bit of urine, and just a hint of salt to keep it interesting.
Salted caramel water.
No, don't ever do that. That's not cool. That thing was $50 a bottle. No, don't do that. It was a good $50, but the one challenge, however, is that you are going to be really limited in your ability to move through the space because it is only wide enough for 2 people to walk shoulder to shoulder. So I am curious as to how you intend to move through that space as you start to explore deeper.
I'll definitely take point. I'll light a torch.
Yeah, I like to be in the front too.
Okay. We can totally work with that.
Wouldn't we want like one tanky person in the front, one tanky person in the back?
Yeah, when we're dealing with rogues, yeah, they like to
so
get
we
you
can-
from the backside.
We can swap. Like
Rogues
'cause
do
we
it
are
best
gonna
from the back.
We get those
Sure.
extra dice.
Neb, you want to take the point?
I was gonna take point.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll stay behind with Neb.
I'm not a tank.
Well, see, yeah, that's the thing. If something ends up in front of us, well, at least I have a 16 AC until I can swap.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'm cool
Of
with
course.
that setup.
Of course, she has a shield she can activate until she can swap too. So we're not like dire straits.
That's true too.
Whoever wants my shield cover.
Technically, from where you are, you could cover us all.
Oh, okay.
This is true. Okay, so what was the final word on who's going on the marching order?
Sounds like it's bros up front, and the elf and the plate mail in the back.
Okay, we can do that. Let's see. Another +2 to roll, so your pool now has a +6 in it. Updating that, and I'm just getting your tokens up here on the battle board, just in case anything interesting should happen. And it's taking me longer than it should, which is driving me slightly nuts. It makes me sad. So you start to make your way along. It's late days. There's not a lot of sound. There's still periodic bits of light that filter down through the overhead grates. Not significant light, given the fact that the most you ever have is that ever-present early morning darkness that seems to be the standard.
Was it enough that I wouldn't need the torch?
No.
Okay, torch on.
Yeah, the torches definitely make the difference
on.
between being able to see and not see. And you kind of slush your way along for a bit. You come to a couple of crossroads. What direction are you generally trying to travel while you're here? Give me a sense for what you're thinking. Your decision making is when you get to a crossroad. So where the sewer comes in and it like splits off into T. What's your general thinking of how you want to handle that? Always dead on?
Can we roll some? So like, I'm a city ranger. Can I roll insight and be like, hey, what's how cities are laid out? If I stick to the right, will we eventually go through the whole sewer? Kind of thing.
Well, the other thing I'm thinking about too is water flow. It's like, do we want to like go like upstream
Oh, like
to try
keep
to find
going
like higher
upstream.
ground where they might have like a dry base that they could set something up in?
That's a good idea. We keep going upstream, but we could possibly get to one where both are going upstream too.
True.
So what's the thought? Upstream, downstream, towards the docks, up towards Hightown?
Let me see. Let me roll this insight and see if I can divine where I think there might be good places to go in the sewer.
I was gonna say, does the sewer go all the way up to like Hightown, like, or perhaps the castle?
Probably. Insight check.
Yeah.
The die lands on a 16.
I get double my proficiency, so it's a 22.
So you feel pretty good about where you're going. If you have an idea of where, you just have to articulate now. Where are you going?
I think we're gonna try to always go upstream.
Okay.
And then if there's both upstream, we're gonna hang a right.
Okay.
So it's always upstream. If there's two that are upstream, right.
Okay. So your general plan is to try to get yourselves up towards the Hightown, the wall between Hightown and the main city. It's kind of what you're thinking.
Either we'll find something here, or we'll have to go check out the other way.
Does anybody have any chalk or something like that? We can mark each turn we make.
I'm pretty sure I do. Let me double check. I don't. I have a whole bunch of other stuff.
As happens. And I'm sorry if I didn't actually say thank you to Reflector for that plus 2. It's good to get those points in the bank while we have them. Now with graphics to show that your support. Someone's got something they can use. So if you're thinking about you want to leave your trail of breadcrumbs, you've got something in your pouches for that. Seasoned adventurers that you generally are would not leave home without them. You continue along, and then you can hear as you move upstream.
Real quick, when we cross like a place, I want to put a 10 on the way we went. I'm going to use a number 10 to mark the way we go.
Yeah, because that can't lead to anything bad. You're just trying to start crap.
Oh, and then eventually I'm going to write Tan was here.
Oh, Tan's nowhere now.
I really hate that guy, and he's associated with that group, so now I really hate that group.
But you don't have to hate that guy anymore. He's dead.
Yeah, but they should have kept the reins on tight on Tan. If they knew he was a loose cannon, they should have kept him close.
Well, no, they know he's a loose cannon. Problem's resolved.
Yeah.
The paladin is not supposed to like that solution.
I didn't say I like it. I understand it. I didn't say I like
final. It's final. It's been taken care of.
it. It is
Depending
what
on
it
the
is.
paladin, they might not mind it.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You can start to use, as you make your way along, you do start to hear movement up ahead. You can hear something. The particular sewer you're in, as you pursued it upstream, after a while you stop having lights over you.
I mean,
And you start noticing that the only things above you when they are there are just down spouts. So you'll pass through a space where there's water kind of trickling down on two sides of an overhead, and then you continue on. There's just another spot where again the water's just pouring down into where you are. So unless you want to climb a ladder, you're starting to move longer spaces between anything but plain tunnel. And it's between two of these downpours or downspouts. Downshafts, that works better. That you start to hear something up ahead in the darkness.
What does it sound like?
Something sloshing towards you.
Swords out. Oh, one sword and a torch out, I guess.
here, let me hold the torch for you. I'll take the torch.
All right, second sword out.
Okay, are you planning to make a stand here, or did you want to head back to something, or just whatever it is, let it come?
What, I mean, it does it sound? It's sloshing towards us, but we have no idea or no make on like what it is.
Not at this point.
I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna switch places with Azteki so he's up front too. Then.
So you guys, if we want to get an ambush on
Slosh,
this guy, we
slosh.
can bring him back to one of those
Slosh.
those downspouts and let him walk through the water and then hit him hard.
Sounds good to me.
Tactical retreat.
You know what? You guys stay here. Hold on. Let me creep forward sneakily, and I'll see if I can get a beat on him.
Let's just back to the next bound spot. That was a good idea. Let's do that.
All right. Well, I'm just saying. What if it's that little girl or something that's like, hey, I wanted to join the fun. Hack slash. Your face is chopped in half.
Okay, you're not wrong there. How much? But is there water coming down the downspout?
Unfortunately, not really. It's mostly trickling down the sides.
So we'll still see whatever
Alright.
it is. It's not like we're going to just brutally murder a small child on accident.
The one advantage you have is that you have enough room to spread out to fit 3 people abreast, if you want to. That is an option at this point. I'm going to do a quick check over here. Hack slash your face is cut in half. Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. Let me make sure the sketch pad's up. I'm going to switch over
We
to
really don't want to
view.
fight this party, basically. This party is like, we're DPS and nothing else. Just don't fight us. Everything will be fine if we don't fight.
You know, I should write a haiku that has that line in there. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. So you set up your defense. And as you wait and listen, there's definitely a similar kind of like shamble to the sounds. And at the edge of your torchlights, you can see 3 zombie forms lumbering towards you. And it's almost as soon as like they break through that veil of the light, they almost seem to like become startled by it. And then lunge forward with purpose.
We kill.
I figured you'd want a chance to swing some swords tonight. All right, drop those at that initiative roll. Let's see how it goes. Now, if I remember right, you guys did get a full rest, so you're ready for tonight's antics, which is good.
I am not ready for tonight.
Okay, you've had your chance. So I am going to take a moment to update the hit point totals to show that full
Oh, no.
rest.
I rolled a 1, so my initiative, I'm not ready.
Oh,
Like, I'm not ready.
Not ready. What?
I'm trying to figure out where to put this
everything.
torch. I'm like, where do I put this so I don't just drop it in the water?
Well, you usually just drop it, right?
It's water. I don't want to drop it into water.
Why not?
And then it's wet. Like, that's why I have a 1, because I'm like, what if I do this torch? No.
Damn it, Karen! Drop the torch and let's fight.
Okay, let's see here. How do we all do
We
on
have
an
to get
initiative
a
check?
new torch.
Let's
This torch
see.
is so nice.
Why is
It
that
has
one?
sentimental
Oh, because
value.
I have yours pulled
Just
up.
let it dry off in the sun. It'll be okay.
There's no sun here. Guys, come
Hey,
on.
You
we'll
have.
let it dry off in the wind.
Oops.
We'll bring it to a high tower.
You'll just cast fire on it and we'll be good to go. But I'm not thinking that way. I'm like, no.
So you haven't seen the sun in like 3 months.
That's not true. I saw the sun last night.
You know, he opened up his eyes and saw the sun.
You saw the
I
sun.
did.
Well, we've only been here for like, what, 4 days?
Oh gosh, no. It's been weeks.
Okay.
Because of the travel between towns and stuff.
Yeah. There's a pretty good space between stop-offs as you've been going around.
So we've been having some leisurely hangout time in the outsides. Hunting some game. What kind of animals do we hunt when we're hungry?
That's a good question.
Did we eat some moose? You don't need to answer this now. I'm just curious.
Probably mangy squirrels.
I could see that.
If you cook them real good, you cook the mange right off. So
Yeah. You just boil them long enough. I mean, it takes you a minute and 30 more to chew it, but it's all good.
It's all good. Okay, let me get some zombie tokens up here.
Okay.
There we go. I guess I should probably shrink that down to be appropriately sized.
Oh wow, I didn't barely fit in there.
Unless they're like these giant zombies.
It's
you know?
it's the Titans from Attack on Titan in the sewer.
There you go.
Okay.
I would run. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We can't fight a Titan in the sewer.
Not sure Titan would fit in the
Yeah,
sewer.
we don't have the proper gear for that.
We
Okay.
hit hard enough though.
The
However we
OGM
want to
gear.
roll this, Azteki has first action. What's going on? As they
I
come
will bless the
lumbering up.
party,
And the
as I
party
always do.
the party is thusly blessed.
You're welcome.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say I feel like there should be a sound effect that goes along with that.
And I bravely cast. I missed my first turn.
I have a sound alert that might fit that.
What, the knocking?
I was what was Azteki's sound there?
That is my email notification sound, just so you know.
What
With
is?
Zelda?
Oh, man.
Zelda. Da-na-na-na.
Too many emails for that. I would be like, no way.
Oh, I feel like I'm getting a piece of the Triforce like every 15 minutes.
I was thinking the Karate Kid, you're the best. Okay.
I think we better split up. Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage
Oh,
now.
I didn't see that it was split up. I thought it just said Ghostbusters on there. Don't split up. That's a bad idea.
Okay, that's good to know that it doesn't show on the dashboard. I'll rearrange some of them a bit because some of them have like a title first.
Yeah, I was like, oh, Ghostbusters. Maybe it's just the Ghostbusters theme song for like 5 seconds. That's perfect.
No. But I had to work. Some of these are like crazy long. Anywho, Nebula, what's Samara doing?
I don't know. I am behind Megan, apparently.
That's where you were.
What am I doing? Is this a good? I don't know. It's a confined space. Like, is it a good place to put Bob? I don't think that's a good place to put Bob.
How big is Bob?
I don't know. I don't remember. How
I
big
think he's
Bob
a 5-foot cube. You could totally fit Bob if you wanted to.
Yeah, Bob would fit.
is. Bob will fit. It's been a while. I miss Bob.
We need to bring our 6th party member back. Wait, did we have Bob after we got Steve, right? So Bob is the 6th.
It was after Steve. Yeah.
Yeah. 5-foot diameter sphere of fire. Yeah.
Okay. Well, all right. Bob is coming out.
Bob comes out. Can you move stuff on the board?
Maybe, I don't know.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put Bob in the most reasonable place.
Yeah, I mean, in the middle of the zombies somewhere on top of them.
So right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right there, right in their
There's
faces.
Bob. Duly noted. Just in case anybody wasn't sure. There's Bob.
What up, Bob?
Bob in
I
the
don't
house.
anymore.
All
Bob's
right.
all the light we need.
Dagon is up. If I remember right, Bob only triggers, though, remember when somebody starts their turn in that space.
Right. Yep.
Oh, ends their turn in that space.
And ends their turn, right? That's what I remember.
Ends their turn. Okay, so they do get one chance to get away from it. However, Dagon, what are you doing?
I think I am going to kind of move front and center and position myself so that they can approach me, and I'll hold the line so that they're within proximity of Bob. And if I can make an attack while doing that, I will. But otherwise, I'll just kind of wait and kind of goad them into position.
Okay, Bob swirls like around them. So like you can easily take 2 steps and engage. And unless they lunge past you, they're going to be kind of like trapped in front of you.
All right, let's do that. So
Okay.
I'll make 2 attacks.
Make your attacks. Dice at the table and Kerthunk. An 11 is not going to hit. A 25, whoa.
Well, you get an extra
You get the D4.
4D. Yeah, D4 on any misses.
Okay, so do the damage from that first one. Ow. Okay, that was a lot of damage in one shot. That will be enough to upgrade to a hit with the second one.
Yeah. Yes, girlfriend.
And
That's why I skipped my first turn.
jeez.
Super worth it.
Does that first guy follow?
No. No, he's still up.
I didn't mean to roll. I meant to talk to you. I will expend one of my battle dice to push the guy back.
To push him out of the fire, or just keep him in position.
I'll push the one back to make room for the next guy to step in.
Okay.
So it's a strength saving throw, DC 13, and he takes 1d8 extra damage.
Okay. Give me
The
the.
thing he really cares about.
Yeah. Oddly enough, the zombie plants its feet and pushes back against you a lot. It will take that 1 damage though. But it's like it is dedicated to coming in. And now you're getting a really good look at it. And what's weird with this thing is that unlike other zombies you've encountered, it is not so much rotted flesh as like it's just, as it says in the description, gaunt, where the flesh is flat against the bones. It would almost be a skeleton if it was the right color. Except that
These ain't zombies.
they're moving like zombies.
Sound like zombies.
Yeah, they sound like zombies, they move like zombies, they're kind of clawing at you like zombies. Just saying. I don't know. Are they clawing at you like zombies? This is a good question, because the nearest one to you is going to
Are they zombies?
Are they zombies? Sure.
Favorite enemy knowledge checks. They matter never, ever, forever. I'm like, what's the point of It's been fun flavor-wise, let's be honest. But other than that...
Well, keep this in your back pocket. Keep that in your back pocket for when you have time to investigate. They're moving like zombies. They're attacking like zombies. They don't look like the zombies you've encountered before. Keep that in your back pocket. As the first one's going to take 2 swings at... No, I think it's just 1 swing. Takes a swing at Dagon, the one that he beat up on.
I can block. I got a block.
Okay. You're going to
I'll
intercede
use
for
the
him?
block. Yeah.
That's my boy.
That's not enough.
Oh.
It was... props to you. I'll lift up the screen and show you a 17 and a 20.
Oh no.
Neither natural, but still. I did take my disadvantage for that. So Dagon's going to take 14 damage as it just batters on him.
Holy shit, 14 damage?
Mm-hmm.
These ain't zombies!
Now,
What kind of zombies are these?
as you beat at this thing, trying to hold your ground against it, part of what's really sapping your ability to keep fighting is not just its brute strength, but the fact that its stench is overwhelming.
It's so stinky.
Yeah. And that's definitely a factor in your ability to hold your ground against it. Because remember, hit points are an abstraction of your ability to continue fighting. They are not wound points. Nor are they health points as other games may use. End rant. The second one, who's in position, is also going to continue at the person directly in front of him. And is not going to get through Dagon's defenses. The one behind is going to continue to push in and attempt to kind of push everyone forward. And kind of push through the ball of fire. So, Dagon, give me... Who else is in the front line? Dagon and Azteki are holding the line?
Yep.
All right, both of you guys give me a strength check.
Bring it.
Let's see what happens.
Their zombies ended their turn. Did they have to take the bob damage?
Yep.
Or are we doing it on the end? Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that
So
for
would this
them here in a
be
second.
athletics or just a natural strength check?
Straight strength save or check. Oh. That was unexpected. That was... Okay, guys, you're the heroes.
But we were.
Wait, you get to re-roll because you're blessed, right? On any failed save, don't you get to...
I get a D4 to it.
Oh, okay. Is that not enough?
You should add the D4. Okay. So here's what happens. 9.
That means no.
Oh, I thought you meant it added up to the number 9. Which it does.
It does, but it also in German means no.
Okay. So Azteki is forced to yield ground as the wall of zombies sort of pours forward over him. Now, the two that are still stuck in the walls, one of those is the one that Azteki was beating up on. Or, sorry, Dagon was beating up on. He'll make an attempt at a dex save. And I think he takes half damage. So Samar's going to give us a 2d6. And then we'll just apply that damage to the other one if they make their save, which I don't expect they will. But we'll see. Did not. Wow. It's a little below average, but we'll take it. So this guy takes that, and the one next to him takes that, and that takes us all the way down to Frederick's action.
I guess I finally decided to drop the torch. And I'm going to...
Splunk.
It's going to get real dark real fast.
There's kind of a big ball of fire right over there.
That's fair.
Remember,
Sorry.
I was concerned about
Ignore
what to
that roll.
do. I'm going to go ahead and mark the one that's... party rolls. Mark the one that's wounded. Shoot it with the bow.
Okay. Wah. That's going to hit. That's going to do some damage. That's going to do a lot of damage. It's total of 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it drops. Splush. Actually, it gets hit with the arrow and goes flying back into Bob, and then becomes incinerated.
Nice.
Very efficient.
Worked really well.
We don't need that
Ultra
in the water
combo.
anymore. Yeah. Team combo.
Synergy bonus.
I'm going to move my mark to the one that is hurt.
Okay. Asteki, what are you doing now?
Oh, I will engage the one in front of me.
The one that just fell on top of you practically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let me hit the button.
You,
See what happens.
you slide in underneath its claws. Take a deep breath to protect yourself from breathing more of its unique aroma. And start to hack away at it.
Freshness.
That's definitely going to score a hit.
Smash it. Tiny smash.
It's still a smash. Not the size.
It's not a kerthunk, it's more of a kerthink.
Kertink. Kertink.
Sorry.
It's a hit. It's a hit. Nebula, what's Samara up to?
I
I-
with a 10 con. A level 1. No, I'm just talking about the things. Oh, go ahead.
I'm confused. Like what? I am going to attack. I guess I'll help Asteki out with the zombie that's right in front of him.
Okay.
Shoot a firebolt at him.
I'll get that one off the board anyways. All right. So you start to whittle away at that one. And call a ball of fire, throw it out.
Well,
and
that's
it
not going to hit anybody.
sails up and past it.
What about D4?
I don't think that's still going to hit though.
Oh, okay.
That's not the point. You got to do it.
You have to roll it on,
Make it.
on principle. And then the party debates whether or not to burn a reroll.
Well, because if you get a D4 and you get a 4, and that's like 2 more would be
Wait,
like,
what do I have to roll?
Roll 1d4.
Oh, yeah.
for the bless. As Techie paid for that with a turn.
No.
Yeah, no.
You beast.
Yay.
The Raven was like, go that way. No, come on, no. Oh.
Are you going to concentrate? I'm assuming you're going to use your concentration to keep Bob running.
Yeah.
Okay. Just double checking you didn't want to drop Bob so you could concentrate on something else.
Nope.
Cool. So you continue to pump energy into that spell. Dagon would then be up.
I'll take my 2 strikes at the one on Azteki.
Party rules. Both of them will be hits. You don't need to do your bonuses. Unless you can roll a 0 on a d4.
I rolled 2 1s for damage. How horrible is that?
Pretty horrible.
You have banked rerolls.
I'll save him.
Okay.
8 damage. It's not too shabby.
It's better than Azteki's roll.
Okay, that
I gotta run
one's-
to the restroom. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll let you know if you die. Because let's see what's left. The 2 zombies are still there. One's on Dagon and one's on Azteki. And we'd have neither Dagon nor Azteki.
I'll block if you swing a Dagon. Sorry.
Oh,
I
he's
had
there,
to-
but he's not
I
there.
had to double check.
That's okay.
I had to check on the cat.
Oh, that's fair. Hey, checking on cats, that's a legit reason to walk away. Okay, one's definitely going to come up, is going to continue to push its advantage on Azteki. Oops. That's not the button I wanted to push. At least their stat blocks are the same. Oh. Okay. Unexpected. Azteki takes 8 damage as it kind of like just continues to batter in on them.
So that's with my -3.
Oh, you're right, 5. Thank you for that.
Nice. No, I got to double check.
Yeah, no, that's good.
They're stinky, but they're not that stinky.
Yeah, it's definitely like overwhelming to fight with them. The other one is going to attack Dagon, and we'll assume the intervention as Teki said before he left. And neither one gets through. Then let's see, they get to make their deck saves. And Neb, can we get some damage out of Bob?
Yes.
And they're both going to take full damage from that. So that's 9. Wound 9. Good for killing zombies, that thing is. Hey, Eric, welcome aboard tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you for
monster
that.
slayers.
What Bob is here for.
I will update the pool.
Bob is a good boy. I'm gonna go ahead and use my sniper shot. So I'm taking a -5 to hit,
Okay.
but +10 damage, and I'm gonna take advantage of that bless. I figured I could get away with not doing it last round, which I did. So
Fair enough.
that's a 9. That's not good.
It's a 9 to hit.
It's a 13.
It's a 13 to hit. That actually is going to hit.
Oh, nice.
You got lucky.
Better to be lucky than good.
How much
so they
damage and
say.
which one is it?
Oh, so that is 33 damage? Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
So, right on dice, that is 23. I'm correct. And then +10 is 33 damage.
Yeah.
So
Oh, wow.
so which friend are you killing? The one beating up Azteki or the one beating up Dagon?
So I marked the one that was hurt before. I don't know which one that was, because then I think everyone started attacking the other one.
Yes.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
33 like I guess it was one of those things where you grab 3 arrows out and you just put them in, and just 2 went into each eye, and then while it was stumbling back, the other one went right into his chest and knocked it away.
You mean 3 spears?
Right? Yeah, because that's insane.
As we don't track ammo heavily in this campaign, I think of this more as one of those, you set yourself up and you just like rapid fired 4 arrows in succession right through its face. And
Headshot.
down it goes. Thwack-a-dit thwack.
He has no face anymore.
No, what was the line again? Hack slash, your face is cut in half.
Trademarked.
And Eric, it's good to have you here tonight. So that was Frederick's action. That takes us to the top of the thing. The only thing left now is the one fighting Azteki, and it's Azteki's turn.
I'll move my
continue
mark to the
flail
other
on
one,
it.
but I don't think it's going to matter.
You're gonna what, Azteki?
Gonna attack it with my flail.
All right. That's a hit.
Smash it.
That's a damage. It's squished, but it's continuing to stink up the space. Samara? Nebula, what's she doing?
I mean, I'm gonna try to take out the remaining zombie.
It's okay.
Do they make gas masks in D&D?
We get some of those plague doctor masks.
Yeah. Plays the
What
plague
do you
doctor.
mean
Put a bunch
to
of
reroll?
incense in there.
Roll
Yeah.
roll a
I meant-
d4 to see
yeah, I
if
meant
you
to
can get
roll a
over
D4.
the requirement. We'll hold that
Yeah,
23 in
that
case you want
bless
to
is
burn a
clutch
reroll.
Today.
Not for
Not
me.
so
Not for
much.
me.
So, having rolled a 20, was that a 23? An 18.
No,
so total of
it was
23.
an 18.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to burn a reroll and get that number?
Or you could use a +2 and it should push you over because my 13 hit.
Yeah. Or use +2.
Yeah. I use a +2.
Okay. Take a few points out of the bonus bag.
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. 2 points out of the bonus bag. And then give me
I
some
don't know why
damage.
we value rerolls more than +2s, because +2s is like guaranteed +2, and reroll is like, I don't know what could happen. Like,
Maybe.
clearly value the reroll way higher.
Yeah, Neb might roll like 6 ones in a row. You never know.
Plus
Like
2
it's
to
never
avoid
happened
that.
before.
Exactly. This is true.
Firebolt damage 9, and that's enough to blast its arms off, and it drops to the ground in a pile of bones and sinew. And I have flirted with the idea of some way that the viewers can officially interrupt and give the NPCs an edge. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. It's on my list of things to
They
keep
would never
adding.
want to do that. Don't even worry about it.
No, but I might even change the sound alert to something so that it's a definite, like I don't miss that someone's making a point to interrupt everything. They go, whoa, 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 whoa.
That could be like the red alert, like alarm sound.
Yeah. No, we're not weird at all. Nah. Hey, you know what? You guys got through that with nary a scratch, except for the part where Dagon's face got clawed off. Okay. You take a moment to kind of like gather yourselves up. And you're lucky enough that the one that Samara finished off landed in a way you could investigate the body without having to like dig around in the muck. And that amazing inspection check comes into play in that you notice that these zombies seem to be stronger than the ones you faced in the past. So they're imbued with stronger magic, but are completely free of their own fluids.
Like mummies?
Almost.
Do they have bite marks on them?
No.
Okay.
They didn't get eaten up. They're like you think like a vampire thrall.
Although, having asked that question, give me an investigation check. As Azteki has a theory and leans down and starts to inspect the body.
Breaks out his pipe and magnifying glass.
Who are
As
you?
I'm trying to find the button. Nope, not feeling too Sherlock Holmesy today. I have no idea. What's going on?
Was it bit by something? I don't see any bite marks.
I can tell you it's certainly undead.
I
Why?
would like to try to investigate said corpse.
You're like,
I think you investigated it pretty good, guys. But yeah, be my guest.
well, you were attempting to determine its origin, zombie or not.
No, I wasn't. You're right. I should. You're right. I should investigate further.
We're investigating further. Plus, the more missed rolls you have, the more chances you have to burn up your rerolls on stupid stuff like this.
Right. I get double my proficiency, so that's a 15.
It's a 15.
Or not a 15. That's a 14.
Okay. Is Samara going to throw a die down too, or did I miss it?
Oh no, I am.
Okay.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, let's just see. Let's see who the smart one is. As Dagon makes a point of just sort of standing back and watching.
Smarter than me, even though all my years of training. I will miss it. I'll be like, oh man, I totally thought I knew.
Okay. So Frederick pontificates for a moment on the fact that these are definitely unusual zombies. And as he's going on, Samara points out that all ones that you've been able to recover so far have similar wounds on the inside of their arms, up under the armpit, and similar. Nope. I'm trying to remember my biology here for a second. 2 long slits on either side of their necks, running vertically, not long ways.
They were drained by the jugulus.
Efficiently. Can I roll insight to see what if there's any undead creatures that do that specifically?
Previous insight as to what kind of undead they were.
Oh no, like not what they were, but like what might make something like this or wounds like that.
It'll piggyback on that roll. There's no undead that you're familiar with that make a point of slicing people's necks. Except for maybe a vampire that desperately wants to drink blood at like 45 miles an hour. I mean,
Speedy Gonzalez vampire.
I guess if there was like a frat boy vampire that's like, you know, how they'll shake the can of beer and hit it with a nail. They want to have that kind of a contest, but that's like really
Shaking the portal upside down and then just.
I just picture the frat boy vampire being like, "Yeah, you guys want to see me gargoyle this bitch?"
That is the best name for it too. Oh, Vampire Frat Boys. That's a whole new, like, that should be its own TV show, Vampire Frat Boys.
I'm gonna start running that on Saturday nights.
All right, sounds good.
Netflix already owns the rights. It's in the ether now.
Here we go.
Maybe
Next
starring
spring,
Dave
Vampire
Chappelle.
Frat Boys.
I'm about to
Vince
keg
Vaughn.
stand this corpse.
I've said it enough times that there's probably a good chance Amazon owns the rights because the Dot has picked it up and sent it up to the overlords.
Yeah, my Alexa's listening right now.
No, it hears all.
We don't speak her name because
Should've
then she
turned
gets
her off.
involved.
Yeah, like, hey, shut up! I'm really mean to mine. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really mean to her.
I try not to be because I kind of fear what will happen when she actually starts getting real power.
I don't blame you. That's why we don't have one. We nope. Just nope.
Yeah, no, my whole thing with robots is that I joke and I tell them robot kill because I'm really scared to say robot love.
Did you guys watch Death, Love, Robots or whatever that show was? Oh, it's so good.
Very enjoyable.
I will investigate.
It's kind of like Twilight Zone style. There's not like a one story arc through it.
Got it. Speaking of investigations, what's your plan from here?
Are
We
we
investigated, so
gonna report back to the harbor master, or are we gonna like try to find where the zombies came from?
we can press on. Do we hear more shambling?
I'll cut off one of their heads and just kind of throw it in my bag. It's proof. Hey, you know,
It's
we were
proof.
here.
I mean, this
We
is
were
what
here.
we were here.
Or a
This is what we
No,
found.
because then you know, like the face is, it's like, you know,
You
expressive.
can't fake like the Himalayan buried in snow mummification look. You can't fake that.
Exactly.
Next on my makeup tutorials, how to fake the Himalayan sunken face look.
You guys
You
are
really need to
weird.
Why were they there in the
Concentrate on
first place?
It's that way we could say, hey, look, this is what we found. Otherwise, they're gonna be like, I don't know. They're not gonna believe
Listen,
it.
If you want to go all Game of Thrones and capture one to bring it back to prove, I'm fine with that. But you
No, you're
will
not.
lose.
Who's
one
got
of
the
your
man catcher?
dragons.
You'd be like,
I
no,
mean-
it must die. Okay, but you need to go to bed, Layla.
We find more of them. We could do that technically, but
Go to
Does
bed.
anybody have chains on them? We could like totally Michonne in this thing and just like hook them up to us.
I've got rope and manacles, but no, I'm not. I'm not cool with capturing undead.
No, you don't want to take one with you?
Who wants to get into melee and try to
Could be
handcuff
our
the undead without? You know,
pet.
this will be fine.
I do.
he could be our new pet. We could name him. It'd be cute.
I don't think any of the gangs would take kindly to us walking undead through their territory either.
We could name him Duran Duran.
They wouldn't mess with us though, because I mean, who's gonna mess with a gang that has an undead zombie though?
So wait, are we totally gonna be a gang now? Is that the plan?
Yeah,
I
a
don't know.
zombie
I'm
gang.
open to
Wait,
all
Wait,
options.
We're the
Yeah.
corpse throwers.
We're gonna
Mess with us,
capture a
we're gonna throw
zombie.
corpses on you.
And no, we teach him to break dance, and then the gang can just dance off.
Oh my
You
god, I
know,
love
we
it. I
serve
love
them,
it.
they serve us, and it's on.
Dance battle. Zombie dance
It's
battle.
the thriller.
I don't know if the 9 foot tall Raven lady would appreciate that. That's all.
No, I don't think she would. Not at all.
What are you talking about? I'm sure she could be on the stage judging next to Chuck Norris. Give it the.
She would have opinions.
And they would all be, it's undead, it needs to die.
Yeah, I think it would end in death.
Come on, Dan. You're putting the thumb down every time. You're killing our ratings here.
No, I'm killing the undead, not the ratings.
The ratings were doomed to begin with.
I don't know. I think people would sign up for a show where you have a bunch of zombies dance and then kill them at the end. Ratings, I think, would be crazy high for that show. Dancing with the Zeds.
Yeah, I mean, we kill them all eventually, right? We're just making some coin for the church.
We could do that with all the shows, right? Like The Bachelor.
Oh my
Zombie edition.
goodness.
Oh, I would start watching
Survivor.
The Bachelor if it was all zombies. Oh my god, that'd be great. We spent the night together.
We have so much in common.
I mean, he's.
I guess
he's
it kind of
such a
is like that
vibrant
already,
guy.
though.
Heyo.
Ow.
No, the zombies are the people sitting at home watching it.
Oh, no, let's not. We're sliding into judgy. We're sliding into judgy.
Hey,
A
I'm
lot of
just,
people
I'm just
really
judging
enjoy
myself.
it,
I've
but
watched
I've
it.
never seen
I
it.
was a zombie when I watched it.
I don't know. Those reality TV shows are really just. I start feeling like stop repeating yourself. And then I get frustrated. I'm like, go away. Just go away from me.
I will confess, we did watch Joe Millionaire all the way through. And I really did actually kind of enjoy it.
Which
Yep.
one's Joe Millionaire, though?
Joe Millionaire was the one, it was a Bachelor knockoff where the only people who knew the actual show was called Joe Millionaire was a guy named Joe and his personal valet. And Joe was broke. But they told all the girls he was a Playboy bachelor who had just inherited a large sum of money, and he was looking to do a bachelor-like TV show to help find someone to share it with and go through the process of finding the perfect partner. And they've been pitched by the network to make a show out of it because it was such a compelling story of this kid who, came into all of this money. And then the last episode, he picked the person he was going to be with, and then they said, by the way, I have to tell you something. I don't have anything. I'm actually broke.
Wow.
What do you want to do?
And so what happened?
I'm not telling you. Go watch it. It's on Netflix.
Oh, no.
Let's watch the last.
And our
episode.
sponsor tonight is
Netflix. No, if you really want to know, it's.
I think we better split up. Good idea. Yeah, we can do more damage that way.
I'm working on it. I'm trying to get him going again. Okay, so are we going back or are we pressing on?
As long as I get hit points, I say let's press on.
agreed.
I agree.
Can they
Try
split-
to find the source or at least a point of origin from where they're coming from.
Okay.
It's a pretty big lie to hold up for a very long time to someone. I could totally see that being a problem in a relationship.
They got back together after an initial split up.
Oh, okay.
They did split briefly, and then they got back together for a couple of months, and then they split up again because they really didn't like each other.
Yeah, because it's a show.
Yeah. But there was an initial breakup, and then she had second thoughts on the airplane and flew back again. It was actually kind of cute. But for you guys, you continue to press on through the sewers with this knowledge you have thus far. As you continue to press on, you start to hear incantations and interspersed with screaming up ahead.
That's not good. We should go forward faster.
Are we continuing at a? Give me a sense of pace. 5 is breakneck, just pell-mell run. 1 is casual walk. They probably have it.
Can we send Steve to scout? We haven't used
In the
Steve in a while.
sewer?
Steve
Oh,
is
is he in the
not
sewer?
cricket with trying to fly through a sewer.
Oh, okay. Well, I thought I would get him involved, but if he wants to skip this episode, that's on him.
He's happy to ride on your shoulder, and he's happy if you. I mean, he'll flatter his wings if you want to pick up the speed, but he is not flying ahead down here.
He was not happy with his contract.
He specifically
Raven
said,
Lady said no.
"Yeah, that's definitely not going to happen."
So does it sound like an adult person screaming?
Yes.
Good enough for me. Let's run.
I'm running.
Yeah. Let's try to surprise them for a chance.
Let's save somebody, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking speed or stealth?
Speed.
Yeah. That way we don't have to fail our stealth rolls.
That's the one. That's the one.
That's a great way to approach it. Okay, let me go back to having the board out then.
Hold on, I gotta get some water for my dog. She's freaking out.
Yep, water the dog. I'll throw some things on the board here. Give you a sense of location.
What do you guys think of my prototype Raven gang signs for us back here?
There's some solid effort.
I don't have a. I'm used to using a mouse. It's not that great.
Let's see. So you guys are here. I will.
As we're running,
Yep.
I want to cast Cure Light Wounds on Dagon. Dagon is taking more damage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll it. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this just to keep things interesting and to avoid that funky problem with the turn.
7.
Oops. So we'll do that. I hear child. Why do I hear child?
I'm gonna say goodnight.
You're going to bed?
Yeah.
Cool. We're in a little mini break because we're adjusting everything.
Bye.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, sweetie. You're going to take a shower? Or a bath? Yeah, no, go do it. It's early enough. You can take a shower. That I will admit that is the one minor parenting fail we've had in the pandemic.
I am 100% on board with you in that boat. That hygiene has, the kids do not want to follow suit.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I don't feel quite as terrible.
Oh yeah,
If
no.
Layla didn't
They're like,
like
oh well.
baths so much, we probably wouldn't do it. But she loves them, so I'm like, yeah, you want to take one tonight? Let's do it.
I haven't showered in like 3 weeks.
I do not even believe that.
Well, that explains your face.
I want to thank everybody because I even got a meh out of Eric. Yeah. Okay. Cool. I feel bad because we'll say. So when was the last time you did take a shower, Kaylee? And she'll go, I don't know. Like, nope. Need to go take one now. No, the teenager.
She's not super active. You know what I mean? It's like.
Yeah. The teenager we're throwing in the shower every day because we want to be able to still have that chair that he uses for school after this is all over. And I'm a little bit nervous that teenager in the same chair every day doing schoolwork, we might have to burn the chair. So, and it's Jenny's favorite chair.
Smell. There is a smell.
Yeah, we've had some very frank conversations about becoming a man. They start with deodorant. Yeah, that
Do
and
you need a permit to burn a chair? Is it something he'll have to go get?
Just bring it over to my property. You can burn whatever you want. I got a ton of land here.
that's an awkward conversation. You need to go in and get a permit so we can burn the chair that you stank up during the pandemic. Good luck.
I think a blinker fluid. That's just cruel. I need a chair burning permit. A what?
A chair burning permit, you know.
to burn a chair, like.
Well,
in
you
front
get a burn permit, and then technically you can burn whatever you want.
I also have a funny feeling that come mid June, he won't be the only kid whose parents are doing that. That's how you know Biden has truly arrived when he declares a national day of purging teenage workspaces.
Yep. Burn it all. Burn it.
Burn it all.
I should actually email that in. That's kind of a neat idea. National Get Your Teenagers Out of the House finally because it's mostly safe day, like mid-June-ish. Okay, so as you guys come charging around one of the bends in the...
want to give Dagon his 7 hit points?
Oh, yes, we'll give Dagon his 7 hit points. That was a spell slot used. Those are hit points he gets back. Let's see here. -7. So now it went in as healing.
29.
Yep, 29. Yeah, burning the school papers is always fun. You come charging around the corner, or coming up, and you can see, and there is somewhat, I'll kind of sketch it on here just for reference, excuse me, that there is a clear light coming, spilling out into the sewer from an alcove off to the side. And as you come up to the corner, you can spot a metal cage with a clear door that is currently locked shut. A woman in a cape or cloak is cowering against the far back wall, attempting to cast spells back out of it as a mob of those zombies are pushing in on the bars, trying to break in to get at her. What do y'all do?
I shoot.
I am rushing in. Well,
Yeah.
compared to the girl I was with last night, where does she rank?
She ranks shadowed.
Oh, so sexy. I love the mystery. I'm going to rush right in.
It's like a loot box, but for a damsel in distress. We need to run in and find out.
Yes, we're gonna run in and help the zombies kill her. I mean, save her from the zombies.
Okay.
No wonder you got visited by the 9-foot-tall lady.
I got weird thoughts in the head. Gotta help people.
Did she look like that one Resident Evil lady going around?
Oh, God, the 9-foot-tall vampire lady?
Yes, but except for in scale mail and drinking tea.
If you need
with
to
very
know,
long hair.
okay, if you all need a sense, let me give you the
Because,
image.
We've been playing. We've just finished 7, and because I'm excited. I'm just excited, but then all of the videos are from oh my god, what were they thinking? And they're like, we never thought that at all. Why are people like this? This is not what it is.
There you go. This is the next slide over. There's one rendition of the avatar of Ravenkind.
I'm gonna post it in Discord because it's a link because I just Googled her.
Okay, I'll take a peek over there.
You're a lucky man, Azteci.
That I get to be visited by and judged before I have my morning coffee.
Are you saying you don't like to get judged before your morning coffee?
Not when I'm not expecting it.
Wait, that's what I'm supposed to look at?
I just Googled her. This is the lady, the new Resident Evil bad guy.
Oh, okay.
So when you say 9-foot-tall lady, my brain is like, oh, this lady, not this lady.
Got it. That.
Yeah, the cool, badass Raven Queen, not quite what we were seeing.
No.
No, that's what I was kind of going for in my description. I don't know how well I hit.
No. Your description was good.
Yeah, the brain was tainted. It's not the
Got it.
canvas is already tainted.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it's just pop culture has permanently damaged us.
Well, hopefully that undamages you for this context. So we're just going to charge right in and roll initiative. That's what it sounds like to me. You all are saying.
Let's
We
go.
investigate the situation first. Hey, why are you locked in a cage shooting at some zombies?
Nope. Shoot zombies first, then ask questions later.
I'm not adverse to that plan.
I'm gonna get another drink. Be right back.
Azteki got a 7.
Another
Samar comes
wonderful
in at
blow.
10.
Obviously, we roll
Whoa, not 70.
70.
Dagon
He
comes
gets
in
like
at
4 turns before any of us get to start.
Right.
Okay, and the initiative tracker is up and running. You have 4 banked rerolls and a total of plus 6 points in the bank. And personally, I think the rerolls are more useful early in combat when you have no real sense of what you're up against yet. Then we start to kind of suss out more, those little like couple more points here and there makes more of a difference.
Yeah, I can see that.
But I still stand by. Plus, I think rerolls in general are just more fun anyways. But, okay. So on that particular note, the zombies are all going to continue to beat their way in to the cage. We'll worry about them later. And the woman in the cage is going to... What is she going to do? Yep, that seems like her best move. She's going to blast one. Because that's what she can do. So she'll make another incantation. And she'll call down dark blue energy on one of the zombies.
Dark blue energy. I don't know that energy.
Which then falls to Samara as the first action.
Oh my. Okay.
Couple questions before we start. Are we still blessed?
What's the duration of bless?
1 minute.
You are not still blessed.
I can still move my mark though, yeah?
Wait, no,
In
I don't
less than an
think...
hour?
Is it though?
Yeah, you should be able to move your mark.
I'm just checking.
Yeah, 1 minute sounds about right. Combat's, 1 minute usually covers combat. That's 10 combat rounds.
Combat.
Yeah, because 1 round is 6 seconds.
Give or take.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Concentration up to 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's once per fight.
We should also remember, too, if you take enough damage in one shot, you might lose your concentration.
Yeah, we haven't had to check that since I think we originally started.
No, well, you don't usually take that much damage in combat.
It's
rare, Mr. I'm wearing massive armor that has damage resistance. So what is Samara doing as she comes charging around the corner?
I am... What am I doing?
That was my question.
I think we're going to come in hot using Scorching Ray.
Okay. The big guns.
Yes.
Okie dokie.
Do these all look like those, like the similar to the zombies we just fought?
Yes. You come charging around the corner and fire off a series of scorching rays. That'll definitely hit. And clack, clack. Which one? You've got kind of like your pick. Is it the one closest to you?
Yeah. Whichever one's the closest.
Okay.
And, like, going in through the doorway.
Okie dokie. And then you've got, what, two more of those attacks?
Yeah, 2 more.
All right. Throw the bones down. As you step into the doorway and start to loose your shots. Jeez.
Oh, dude. Coming in hot.
Yeah. Okay, and then one more shot. That'll definitely be enough to hit. For another 3. Wow. That's some pretty good damage you just did there. And Super Zan is watching as well tonight, and he just threw a reroll in the bank. So I will mark that.
Hey, thank you.
You now have 5 rerolls in the bank. And 1 really pissed off zombie. Dagon, you're up.
All right, I would like to.
So I'll assume Samara is standing right there, so she has line of sight to this one here, which is currently wounded.
I want to run up. There's like that line of 3 closest to the cage.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to run up and I want to hit the guy so that I can knock him back into the 2 guys behind him.
Okay. Try to create a domino effect.
Yeah, just trying to mess him up, knock him over, whatever I got to do. But I will use the maneuvering attack to push them back, that first guy.
Okay. That seems reasonable. That's going to hit it. For a total of 11.
Yep, he's got to make a strength save, DC 13. Otherwise, he gets knocked back 15 feet.
Strength save, DC 15.
Sorry, 13.
13. Okay, he...
I was saying 15 feet. That's a lot. That's a
Yeah. Oh, that's some force. Yeah.
+2. Okay. The points are redeemed. You should wait till I declare how it turned out. But with the bonus, without the bonus 2 from the peanut gallery, it actually kind of like you charge into it, and it catches itself before it comes over and just sort of like rolls into you as it holds its ground.
All right, I'll kind of fight him back with my elbow and then make my offhand attack. I'm going to try the same thing again.
Okay. As it now has it now fully is focused on you. That'll hit it for a total of 10. Okay,
Yeah,
well,
that would be another strength save.
and then it has to hold the line again. And that one, it's not going to succeed.
Yes.
So, with
Zombie
that,
dominoes.
yeah, it stumbles back into these and does manage to kind of knock them back into kind of this pile of bodies. And clears the doorway, actually.
I think I'm actually going to blow my action surge.
Okay.
And I'm going to make some attacks on the guy right next to me there.
Okay, blow that action surge.
Slice and dice.
Slices and dices.
And Julianne's.
Will not break.
Can I use a reroll?
And still got a tomato.
Rolled an 8.
Get up.
The reroll?
Yeah. Do the reroll. Do it.
I'm fine with the reroll.
We got some. Let's use it. Let's just get those rerolls out.
No.
Dagon's
Why
having
don't you try it again?
You
he's
still...
having a Samara moment.
There you go. We had faith in you.
That's a hit, finally.
That sounds like some sort of help piece. Like, have you had a Samara moment? Talk to your kids about having a Samara moment.
My name is Dagon Bjorn, and I've had a Samara moment.
Okay, it's definitely feeling some pain.
All right, my offhand attack.
There you go. You're rolling
So
up there.
now,
Bound to
if I
happen.
use a battle dice, right, for the D8, it doubles all dice, right?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to use my dice to push him back too. So he's got to make a strength save.
Well, let's see if he survives this
13.
first. He's not in... I mean, he's taken a lot of damage out of the gate. So that's the base damage. And then you're going to roll 2 more battle dice on top of that, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh. You're just trying to show me up now. You were just like, man, come on, I can do damage like that too.
Yeah, but now I need to take a long rest to do it again.
There we go. And that one's dead. Like, really dead.
Literally, like, it's all the way over here and upside down. It is really, really bad.
I will actually, I'll back up a little bit to just get right in front of Samara.
Okay. That works. I have no idea. I'm losing track of which tabs I'm trying to switch between. Where are we at now? That was the one that was nearest you was up next in the initiative order. Azteki's up.
Yeah.
So I want you to know that I was waiting this whole time to use that freeze undead thing that you gave me. But we're all just blowing stuff up, so I'm gonna go with Wrathful Smite.
You're just gonna start swinging that flail over your head and charge in.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge at that
it.
one in the front line, and I'm gonna hit him with the Wrathful Smite. I just forget how to do it.
No, Wrathful Smite is the one that doesn't do as much damage, right? Just do the regular Smite, right?
I'll do a regular Smite then. I want to go full damage Smite.
Full damage Smite, yeah.
Full
Wrathful
damage
Smite
Smite.
is the one where, like,
All
right
right,
away.
so how do I use that again?
The nuclear option is a go.
You make an attack roll.
Just a regular attack roll?
Yeah, it's a regular attack, and you just add bonus damage to it.
Okay.
That'll definitely hit it.
So what, I roll like because it's against undead, I get like 3 different dice, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's your normal damage plus 3d8.
Okay. Normal damage, and then d8, 1.
Queue up 3 of them.
Okay, there you go, 3. Roll. Whoa, they went all over my screen. They exploded on my screen.
25 damage.
We're like, hey, we're just trying to hit as hard as possible today, I guess.
Yeah, you're definitely hitting things like a freight train.
Team DPS.
That's that one. So this must be this one. I'm gonna have it make a con save against significant damage. Actually, that stays up. That would have been interesting. And then that falls to Frederick.
So are they actually laying down on the floor in a pile or no?
They're off their feet. They're not gonna get much movement next turn because their move action is gonna be to stand up. But they're still within reach of the bars.
Well, so like if I move in and take a shot because they're laying down, do I get that advantage or no?
Sure.
Sweet. I'm gonna snipe at one of the ones laying on the floor.
The wounded one or the
Max
unwounded one?
Damage.
Well, I should do the unwounded one but I'll get more damage on the unwounded one. Or on the wounded one.
Decisions.
Dude, you gotta take that Colossal Slayer. You know you do.
I have it, yeah. Well, all right, fine. Just put more big numbers up into the air. So I'll move my mark onto it, and then I'll open fire as best I can. Good thing I have advantage. Holy crap! It doesn't matter. It's terrible. What is this?
Wow. Well, you can roll your d. Oh wait, you're not blessed this
We're
combat.
not blessed. No.
No, I went for the smite instead. Sorry.
It's okay.
Can you burn like a reroll
You've got-
or a different die?
You've got 3
You can
rerolls.
burn a reroll. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, man. We gotta
Yeah.
keep that
Move.
boom coming.
Yep. Do it.
That. I don't even know if that's enough.
What's it put you at?
8.
That's not gonna be enough.
Hmm.
Now you do
How
have a
many
plus.
rolls do we have left?
You have 2 left in the bag,
And we have +6.
and you have a +6 of bonus points available to you.
It's not worth that much. I do want to take one out, but like,
Gotta make a decision.
yeah, but what should I do? Do you want me to do the reroll or do you want me to do the +6? Let's do the reroll because I would have to use all of the +6.
Yeah. I would say save the +6 for like when I have to do like I gotta save everybody heal.
This feels like
that was the
an apropos time to remind our viewers that you can always add more rerolls to the bank by either using channel points or your bits by firing off the sound alert tied to rerolls.
I will take the miss at this point.
Okay. The
That's
sunk cost
ridiculous.
fallacy, we're going to walk away from it.
Yeah, no, that's ridiculous.
Sad about it.
Let's see. This one is the one that Dagon decimated. It's going to pick itself up off the ground and kind of get over to there and get ready to do some hacking. But it's not going to have enough movement to get all the way over there. So it can't do much.
Are they trying to like bust into the jail cell?
Yeah. They're definitely clawing at the woman inside. As the nearest and the easiest to, you know what? Now you say that, it's going to pick itself up and start lumbering towards you guys. Now that you mention it.
No. I didn't say anything.
There definitely is more threat from you. Now that you mention it.
Thanks.
Now that you mention it.
As the guy that's in the front, I give a thumbs up.
This one actually is competent and is standing. So it's going to take a shot at the nearest target, which would be Azteki. And it's going to see what it can do with that. Let's see. It continues to claw in at him. And is going to get through. So Azteki takes 9.
That's a -3.
Yeah, that's with the -3.
Ah,
dang.
Touche.
As I said, that stench is definitely sapping your will to fight. The other two are going to pick themselves up. The woman is going to start her move action to get to this point. Yep. And she's going to turn and lock eyes with Frederick. Frederick, would you do me a small favor? Give me a will save.
Oh, no.
It's not will save anymore, right?
Sorry, you're right. It's wisdom save.
I was like, I don't know which it is.
Sorry, wisdom save. God, I'm really showing my age.
No, I mean, I always remember it as a will save too.
Yeah. Let's see here. Oh. Whoop. Green bean. That's a good roll. She glares at you and orders you to cover. No, protect. And it has 0 effect on you. You kind of you can feel the dark magic and you let it wash over you.
Protect
her.
What?
Protect me.
I know, that's what I'm going to say. Protect what?
Yeah. She's still charging at you as she says that.
I'm still going to be like, yeah, that's fine. That was kind of the plan. Get behind me, I guess.
Okay. Cool beans. That then takes us to Samara's action.
All right. There's still 3 healthy zombies.
There are. Well, kind of. There's one about to die. There's one really in bad shape and 2 relatively good ones.
True. Okay.
Oh, there's an extra. Well, no, Petra she's under them. That's why it looks like there's an extra zombie.
Ah.
I thought that too.
All right. I think I'll try. I think I'm gonna go with magic missile. Try to take out like the 2 wounded or bloodied zombies.
Okay. Magic missile to the most wounded one. And that's a total of 10.
Yeah.
And that will finish it off. Let me get that off my screen. And so the most wounded one would be this one. And it is toast. Which then takes us over to Dagon's action.
All right, I'll step forward towards the one that's the most wounded
Mm-hmm.
and take one swing at it, see what happens.
Okay. It's this one here. That'll hit. And that'll damage it. Does it do it enough? It's still on its feet.
All right, I'll attack it again.
Okay. Looks good, looks good, looks good. And that will finish it off. That's enough to down it. And we'll add that to the zombie graveyard. And that then puts us at, let's see, dead zombie action. Azteki's action. Aside from bleeding out, what do you plan to do? Does he know we can't hear him yet?
Well, yeah, no, I'm thinking.
Okay.
I'm thinking it. I didn't see how many. So we got 3 healthy zombies left. No, two healthy zombies left.
2 healthy zombies
Yeah,
and
2 healthy zombies.
and 1 mystery
Alright.
woman.
I'm smiting again because things must be smoten.
Things must be smoked.
With my dying breath, I will smite.
Fulfill your oath.
Yes.
Impress the crazy lady.
All right. So let me find the button to push. There we go.
He pushes forward in. That'll hit.
All right. So
Throw down
boom,
some serious dicage.
And 1, 2, 3. Hit it.
17 damage in 1 shot.
I'll take it.
That is an impressive amount of damage.
Actually, he'll take it.
He'll take it.
You're still good.
It'll hit it. That's a lot of damage. I almost slipped and said more than I should.
That's a lot of damage.
Yep, Frederick, you're up. What's Frederick doing in this action?
I'm gonna. I'm still gonna shoot zombies, and I'm like, it's not nice to just cast spells on people. You could have just asked us, and then step up and shoot at the one that is hurt because party rolls. Move the thing to it. Hopefully,
That works. And you missed.
Does the lady that just left the cell, does she have a weapon?
She does not appear to.
I'm gonna use the reroll that Super Zan gave us. That didn't get added.
Oh, you're right. I forgot to add it in there, so we'll use it now. That
Thank
will
you.
definitely hit.
Thank you so much.
Get to do some damage tonight.
And you still have 1 reroll in the bag. That was for the NPCs. No, that one was for them.
You didn't buy it, so you don't get to choose. I guess he's the leader of the peanut gallery.
We're all Team Zombie tonight. You know what I'll do? I will. I'll definitely put together another reward after tonight for NPC bonuses. Okay, so what was the total damage
17.
on the wounded one?
Yeah.
Okay, we can do that. Thank you. Yeah, he's threw another one in the mix. The wounded one, 17. That is, you know what? That's going to finish it off. We have dead zombie. We have live zombie. Oh, we're doing okay, Bull. They're actually. I haven't actually dropped any of them yet. I'm a little disappointed in myself. Usually I plan these encounters so at least somebody hits the ground, and nobody has. In like 2 sessions.
Well, you guys did say it was weird for level 4, right? 4 is like an awkward
Yeah.
teenager phase.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna have to adjust a little more as we go along here. All right, so this one's gonna come in. He's gonna go after Dagon,
I give a lock.
and he's gonna get intercede with from Azteki.
I feel like right now the way things are is everything is hitting and everything is hitting really hard.
This is
like on
true.
both sides. Like I don't feel like I don't know what to tell you as far as scaling goes, because like when they hit us, it hurts a lot.
Nope.
And when we hit them, it hurts a lot.
It would help if I had the right. Let me try that again. The intercession works. It. Hold on. Let me look.
I'm gonna duck behind Azteki's shield. I'm gonna look up at him and say, "I'm gonna kiss you, bro."
Even with the +2, that's still not enough to get through. Because he was at disadvantage. He hit the first attack. He missed on the second attack. And he didn't miss by less than 2, unfortunately. But we appreciate you trying to help him out and keep these guys on their toes. But Azteki's intercessions continue to keep the party alive.
Yeah, man.
Paladins, grrr.
Power of linemen.
That's it.
I
They're
hear
the
you,
only
man.
paladins
I totally
rocking
hear
the
you.
shield.
Bird boy, I am bringing you to Sophie's, and it's on me.
Petra rounds that corner and disappears into the darkness.
Where is she going? We just saved her life.
Hey, yo, wait!
Where are you going? We
Samara
wanna
has an
ask you some
action.
questions.
Wait, should somebody like try to shoot her in the leg?
No. If I try to shoot her in the dress, I will probably accidentally kill her, is what we're saying.
Yeah, do that pinning move you're so famous for.
Oh, I think that's my favorite clip in my collection too. You shot her. I'm trying to unshoot her.
For the record, I ended up talking to a patient about that at work. They were like, they brought their little notebook and they're writing a little story, and their main character's last name is Frederick, and I had my notebook there, and I'm like, I'm writing about Frederick right now, and they're like, oh, that's really crazy, and then they were like, well, why are you writing about them? Oh, we play D&D, that's my character's name, and that was the story I decided to tell about how you really shouldn't try to do something like that. And how I had to try to unshoot them, which you can't unshoot someone.
You can try. There's more that way. Are there more that way? I don't know. Samara, Nebula, what is Samara doing?
I mean, she
Oh,
said remaining.
you keep unmuting and muting.
Sorry. Okay, so I don't know. Should I try to kill remaining zombie, or at least damage remaining zombie, or should I run after mystery woman who's running down the sewer way?
I mean, she cast a charm spell on me, so I don't really like her. But I probably still don't want to shoot her. You can shoot her though.
I don't want to hurt her, but just try to catch up to her to
Do you have any
Tackle her ass.
Mage fight, mage fight, mage fight.
I don't know if I have any disabled
Like slapping each other.
slap fight.
Let's see. You have, you could use Ray of Frost, which has a slow effect. If you hit with it, you could also, Burning Hands would slow her down.
Yeah.
Similar to me putting an
Really?
arrow in her back, though.
Yeah.
What happened with the earthquake thing? Can you knock her off her feet?
Oh, I unprepared that one.
Oh no.
I think I unprepared that one for burning hands, I think.
You could Misty Step in front of her and tackle her.
Yeah, that didn't work last time, though.
Now, did I try that one time?
You did with the lady that I shot in the
Oh,
leg.
that's right. Yeah, that didn't turn
She
out
was a
very
tiny
well.
child that had been shot in the leg, and you still couldn't tackle her.
I know. I don't know. All right. Well, then I think Ray or Frost might be the better option. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want to keep her here.
The only
Why do we keep shooting innocent people?
She's not innocent.
I mean,
She's
just
already
as a
used an
paladin, I
offensive
have
spell
to
against
ask.
me.
I'm-
No, she's not
I
innocent.
don't
She's
wanna do
already cast an
damage.
offensive
Because
spell.
I'm fine with just letting her go. Maybe we'll find her in the town. Maybe Steve can pick her out. I don't know.
I'm going to throw a reroll in your bag for the first time. I really feel like Azteki has figured out what it means to be a paladin.
Yes.
That question, why do we keep shooting innocent people? I think I'm glad to see the paladin ask that question. You have become inspired.
Yeah, you know, there's a paladin ability like command or something.
I
I'm
think that's what she
thinking
did
I'm
to
gonna
me.
take that because all these people just won't listen. So now I'm gonna tell them what to do.
That's what command is for.
That's it.
I mean, so if it gets to my turn and she's not gone yet, I could do Hail of Thorns. She will die.
Okay, I
She
will
won't be
try to.
gone.
I will try Misty stepping in front of her and trying to tackle her if that makes you feel better.
Oh,
Yes.
don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, what's up?
I did my best for a
You did a great job with your bun. Okay, quick kiss. I'm out of the camera. Okay, go to bed. I love you. Okay. What was the final decision? Sorry, Misty Step and then tackle?
I don't know.
Well, make it. She's running away. And your
All right, yes,
turn
yes.
is passing.
Care, then yes.
I will
If we
try
don't care,
to,
then
yes,
no.
Misty step and tackle.
Okay, well, the good news is the Misty Step is easy. Thwomp. Everyone must learn my peaceful ways by force.
It's like the beginning of Dynasty Warriors. The ways of peace!
Okay, give us
Yellow
a,
Turban
Meetings will
Rebellion.
continue until morale improves.
we need an attack roll.
Okay. Oh my god, why does this always happen to me?
Wait, no, you're not using Firebolt.
Well, we can count the 5. It's not going to hit.
What am I using?
Unarmed attack?
Unarmed attack, yeah.
Oh, unarmed attack, okay.
Oh, that was the wrong button.
Although, a 5 going to miss. So do you want to burn a reroll on it?
Yeah, I'll use a reroll.
Okay.
The inspiration strikes!
And then hit it. And the die rolls to a
Ay.
6.
Reroll.
I can't.
I want to
with
see a
this.
wizard tackle some bitch.
Xander just threw another reroll, I think, specifically for this moment.
Do it.
Oh,
Do
yay.
it.
I think you have
do
to now.
it. Peer
Alright.
pressure.
And
I can't. I don't understand. It's like the universe does not want me to tackle people.
okay, so let's see. Your first roll was a 5. Your second roll was a 6. Now you've rolled a 2.
I'm incapable of tackling people, apparently.
No, you're a tiny mage. The universe is trying to put that in your brain. Why are you trying to tackle someone?
Okay, so
Tackling people is awesome.
the
Technically, I have like a staff. Can't I just like bonk her on the head? I don't know, like knock.
Yes, you could use a staff to bonk her on the head. I don't know if that will slow her down very much.
the correct order is that as she charges past you, kind of jumps over your staff as you swing it at her legs and try to grab onto something. Dagon has an action.
I'm going to break away from the target I'm on. Can I make it to that lady?
She's got
The
a
one that's running?
pretty good head start on you, and you're disengaging, which is your move action technically.
Oh, no, I'll take the hit.
Yeah. You might be able to make it if you can give me a decent athletics check.
I'm pretty good at that. Let's try it.
Okay. Okay, so it's going to take the one that you're turning your back on is going to take a free shot at your backside.
Intercede.
Already used.
Intercede.
You get one reaction. And I'm pretty sure it's already been burned up before it comes around. Okay, give me that unarmed attack roll then. It should catch up to her. Actually, wait. Just in case. Yep, nope.
Just crit that roll.
Just, whoa. That would have been such a bummer if she'd actually made her athletics check to stay ahead of you.
Yeah, the biggest bummer.
Okay, so the correct order in the tunnel now looks a little bit more like this. And yeah, you dive on her and the two of you go down into the muck.
So sexy.
This is exactly what he had planned the whole time.
Asteki, what are you doing?
You should have opened that door in the brothel. We've unleashed the beast.
All right, I'm gonna flail the last remaining zombie.
Okay. Because there is still something here that can eat your face.
The last remaining zombie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we all left, you behind.
I want to make sure I wasn't missing something else. It's like, oh, you sure? I'm like, yeah, I want to beat the zombie and not be that effective.
Now, for the record, Azteki is at 10 hit points. So as you're placing your bets.
Sorry, bro.
Remember, Azteki is at 10 hit points, and there's a fully healthy, gaunt zombie in front of him.
It's okay.
Because, yes, I'm absolutely throwing that bet up right now. But Frederick has an action still.
All right,
good night,
I'm
Eric. Thanks for coming by.
Put that mark on him, walk up and do 2. Well, yeah, because I'm going to give him an additional target too, just in case. Hopefully that he'll look at me. I'll swing my 2 swords at him. I need sword swings.
All right. That's a hit for not a ton, but it's a hit.
He hasn't been hurt yet, yeah?
Nope. He's completely untouched.
All right, so that'll be 9 for the first.
Okay. And the second?
I'm gonna spend one of the rerolls. I gotta try to deal enough damage that it leaves him alone.
Okay.
Better.
How much better? That'll hit.
13.
That's
All right,
enough.
Cool.
So 5 and
Oh, come on.
3.
Some bad rolls.
8. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's dead. That one's still up. That one is going to continue to gnaw on the face of the thing that's making the most noise. And
No. Let me just double check and make sure I've got the right account here. 9.
oh, so close. 6 damage.
Ooh.
When modified.
It's a good thing I picked that 3 damage save thing instead of the
Why can't I
4
continue?
hit points.
Why can't I continue betting?
Oh, because the betting pool only runs for 2 minutes.
Oh man, I missed my shot.
And you did miss your shot. Okay, so the woman in the muck is going to, well, let's see. She still has some spell slots left. So she's going to use them. She rolls over. Double checking. It's verbal, so she doesn't need her hands free even. And she locks eyes with Dagon, and he can see, even in the darkness, the dark blue glow as his eyes lock with hers, and she simply shouts, "Back off." I would love a wisdom save, sir.
Is it like Visine or something like that? Or is it a
Clunk, 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 clunk.
refresh drop?
Of course, milady.
And she scrambles, she kind of claws her way back up into like a half Starts off at like running on all fours until she can get up to get her feet under her again and continue her run down the sewer corridor. Although that does kind of eat up most of her slots.
She's working on it.
She's working on it. She's trying to get out of there in one piece. But she's trying. So correct positions now look like that. She's making a good run for it. Samara, what's up?
I don't know.
Stucky's about to be eaten. Frederick's trying to protect him. The girl in the hooded cape is running away down the sewer.
Yeah. I'm not going to try to tackle her again. I know that's not going to work. I guess I'm going to go back and help this techie and Frederick.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'll cast a firebolt when I get there.
Okay. So the other option would be to try to freeze the girl with the ray of frost to slow her down at least till someone can catch her, but
I could, but that I don't know. I don't know. Will it do damage to her? That would upset his techie and his paladin.
Well, isn't she vacation? Can't she try really hard not to hurt her?
Also, she is running through knee-deep water.
Oh, you could just shoot the water.
DM's throwing you a lifeline.
He's throwing you choices. You just need to pick one now.
I don't know. What say you? Should I? What do you guys think? Should I try to go after, get her to
It's up to you. She juked you real hard. If you took that personally, that's.
She did juke me real hard.
She has cast 2 charm spells on your party at this point. Technically, she's an enemy combatant.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, you just saw Dagon be like, yeah, okay, and just let go over and be like, all right, cool, dude.
All right. Let's try to freeze her then.
Okay. Give me an attack roll to hit that area.
Hey, I can't. Apparently, I'm never gonna catch this lady.
The dice are not in your favor tonight.
When people want to run away, just let them. Just let them run away.
No, but she didn't just run away. She has cast charms on our party. Okay.
That wasn't your tune when the
banshee.
When the banshee was around.
Actual undead. I'm like, wow, we should have totally killed her.
The bad news, I think, Dagon, I think your action is backing off.
Yeah, if it was command, then yeah, I follow the command.
Yep.
So if I can back off, but can I back off and try to hit that other? I'm probably too far.
Yeah, you're kind of committed to where you are for this round, but you'll be around next pass. As Techie gets in action.
I'd like to think I kind of stand up, brush some sludge off me, and back off towards Samara and be like, yeah, I mean, she's cool.
Tell me to back off, so I backed off,
Yeah.
You got to show some respect, where respect is due,
Yeah, and as you step back, you're like, yeah, I mean, she said back off. I mean, I'm a gentleman. I'm going to wait a minute.
Yeah. I always hate it when I'm like, oh no.
And so you blink a few times and go, what am I doing? And now you're good to go again.
The fuck?
What did she do to me?
Oh, she's good. Oh, she's good.
Esteki, what are you doing?
Okay.
I'm gonna save lay of hands and stuff. I'm gonna take a swing.
You're going to take the gamble? You're like, let's just...
Yeah, this is for the people in chat. I could lay of hands and make it so nobody goes down and keep those points. But I'm going to risk it for the biscuit.
I love it. Risk it.
Does that connect?
A 17 will connect.
All right. Ooh, nice.
Right. Ooh.
Showed that guy who's boss.
You did. Frederick's up.
Swing and a swing. Swing, swing, swing.
Yep. Good idea. Good idea.
That's going to miss. That's going to hit. And Mr. Burst Damage Boy.
Burst Damage Boy is apparently unable to burst damage very hard right
That's
now.
15.
Yeah.
That is the last combatant in range.
Yeah. Okay, good.
We will do
He's
that.
got good energy,
Boom.
and he's gaining or maintaining his.
So she disappears.
I'm gonna
around-
step out. Can I get a shot before she gets around the corner with my sniping? Because it can ignore max max thing and even 2/3 and half cover.
As long as as long as everyone's like not gonna block your shot.
Okay.
I just want to try to pin her to the other wall, you know.
Yeah, this worked out well last time.
Okay.
Indiana, let it go.
All
It's
right,
up to you guys. It's
I'll be
up to
right
you
back.
guys.
Yep.
I want to do it personally.
You step out, you take the shot, throw the bone down.
Okay. And it holds its shape.
No,
Okay, well I miss.
you missed that
That's
long
right.
shot. As she runs down and kind of like, glances over her shoulder, sees you pulling back an arrow, starts to kind of weave a little bit as best she can, pushes off the wall and disappears out of sight.
Gonna be a super awkward conversation later. When we bump into
Cast
her.
spells. You cast spells on us first.
She did.
Her, and then how is she gonna come like go around and then do that to us? Like, just messed up.
In the body. And in fact, we
She's just gonna be another one of those bodies that hits the floor. Start a fight with this one. That's what happens, I guess.
some of the parasites
Yeah, you give Em a second. That was pretty solid scrap. I feel like that one gave you a bit more of a run for your money.
I think the only difference was like one more zombie, yeah, compared to the one where we just poured them out.
So we will award
Oh,
out
there was
the
2 more, right?
prediction. That was there were 5 instead of 3, which is what I like.
Okay.
I was expecting that to be a much closer scrap. The first was a warm up.
Yeah, I mean, the difference in the combat was we were able to take out one right off the bat. So, it was 5, but we took it to 4 and then took it to 3 really quick.
Yeah. You almost ended up with a loose cannon because Frederick almost lost an action just playing defense for Stranger. And then Nebula and Adam were both trying to stop the girl, right? So that ate up a couple of actions there too, which could have swayed the outcome either direction. As you look over the space,
I'm gonna heal Azteki.
Heal
Wait,
Azteki?
did she get away?
She did.
Yeah, she got away.
God damn it.
I tried to pin her to the wall, but I didn't roll high enough. And I'm willing to take the loss because chances are I would have actually just hit her in the back.
Yeah. And then and so we treated him.
Hey, we won! High five!
Oh wow, such a great heal.
Hey, 4's 4. 4's 4. It double. Look. Don't think of it as a bad roll. Think of it as doubling his hit points. It's all
I
about.
appreciate it.
It's
I
all
feel
about
better.
perspective, man. It's all about the perspective. So, you take a look at the space you're in. There are metal bars where this was used as some kind of a storage to cordon off supplies they didn't want stolen.
Hey, go to bed. Okay, go potty. And then go to bed.
Okay.
Then go downstairs.
Important to get that order right.
Yeah. Command. One word. One word, maybe 2 if you stretch it.
We put her to bed at 8:30, guys. And the fact that she's still awake is like, what are you doing?
I hear you. Welcome to parenting. It's kind of like when they learn to walk and you realize when you put them down, they're not where you put them. Yeah, it's
Man, they move fast too. Like you think, oh, they can just crawl. They're not gonna get that far. It's like,
especially once they're walking, because then
How'd you get into the garage?
they lean into it and they really
yeah,
get
it's
some
almost like
momentum
they just
going.
run. Yeah,
Yeah.
they can't stop either. They're just like, whoa.
You look around the space here, and the bars were originally used probably for cording off storage goods and tools for maintenance that could be locked away so they weren't stolen or taken for other purposes. A good hallmark, actually, of a good sewer system. There's signs in the cells that the bodies had been dragged into them at some point. You look around, and over on the far side of the room, opposite the cages, you can see collected ritual equipment. There's a spell book, various candles, places where bodies had been laid, and definitely some signs of possibly even living.
Like the people were still alive when the spells were cast on them.
No, that someone had been staying down here.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm definitely throwing the spell book to tomorrow.
I need an Arcana check.
Yes, that would be the best thing to do. Yeah, when they're symptomatic, there's a likelihood that the population of parasites in their body is higher. Or
I'm like, for me?
where they're releasing eggs.
Well, you could pass the book to somebody else to read, but you're the most likely to understand
Yeah, I
what's in
mean,
it.
I could do it, but you're not going to get nothing from it.
I mean, you did pretty good last time we did an Arcana check. Let's go.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, like a couple more of those, and it just you're going to be trained in it, whether you want to be or not.
I'm going to start having a multi-class into wizard.
We're just gonna have you. We're gonna change your top hat or bowler hat out for a wizard hat.
15
very pointy.
15 is good enough. The book is a collection of ritual magic for the creation of zombies.
Ritual zombies, cool.
And you can see that there are some notes about there are some notes and margins denoting success on the single cast. And then you can see from what you've gotten from some of the other notes in the later pages that there is the workings of a mass raising spell here for bringing back multiple zombies at once.
So we get rid of Azteki, you cast the spell, we take over the town.
The good news for Azteki's peace of mind is that you immediately spot the mistakes. That while the code is written in a way to bring back up to a dozen at a time, the code for maintaining control of them is insufficient. And you can...
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, it's possible he could have just a little gastrointestinal upset.
You've managed to answer the question as to what the sounds of zombies in the sewers were. But now you've left yourself with two new questions. How exactly did dead bodies get down here without any blood in them? Because clearly they weren't drained in this space. And who is that woman who just took off down the sewer?
We got to search the bodies.
Yeah, let's search. Are they clothed? Or are these like naked?
Tatters and stuff.
Do any of them look like they don't have the same marks that the other ones do?
Nope, they all have the same.
So she's the necromancer.
Yeah, it's her, obviously. She was the one casting the spells.
Maybe.
With her dark magic.
Oh, I mean, you said that the spell is missing the ability to control. So vis-a-vis, QED.
Yeah, that's why she was hiding.
She can't control them.
That's why she was hiding in the cell, because obviously she couldn't control them.
Damn it! Now I wish you would have shot her in the leg.
Oh, now? Really? Now?
I didn't realize it at the time.
That's all right.
Does Dagon know that he backed off because of a spell?
Yeah, you know
Oh
when you
yeah,
charm.
you know,
Okay, yeah. So
she
I'm
she
pissed.
spelled
Yeah,
you.
I'm pissed.
Oh yeah, no, we're mad at her, definitely. Like I said, I was like, you could have just asked me to help you, and I probably would have.
But why
We
take chances?
freaking were helping her.
I'm not.
Why take chances?
See, my initial thing of helping the
We
zombies
ran
was the
in
right
and
idea.
and attacked them right off the bat. I mean, what chances are you taking there?
Then there may be.
All right, so let's take all our stuff.
Yep.
Let's take the candles. Let's take the
Oh yeah, all the
Other
magic
stuff.
stuff, all the ritual stuff. It's going straight to Samara. We're packing her up. We're loading her up.
See if I can't find some stuff to make potions. Let's steal all of this magic. Steal it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go on a hunch and say that this sewer leads to the haunted mansion.
That's what I was saying earlier. I think might could lead up to the castle.
Yeah. It was a castle or a mansion, or is it the
Castle.
same thing?
It's a castle,
Oh, it's a
proper
castle.
castle.
Okay.
Now, is it a
Defendable.
chateau or a castle?
It's a castle. It's old school.
Well, I'm not feeling good. So
Sorry, I
maybe
tried my
now would
best.
be a good time to go and rest.
Report back to the harbor master.
Oh,
It's a
yeah.
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and take him on his offer to, provide us with lodging, whatnot.
Yeah. Show him the little severed head souvenir.
Well, we got a bunch now. I'll take all the heads.
Crazy people just keep taking souvenirs off the things we slay.
Hey, as a fighter, I have no spells. I got nothing but the shit I take with me, so I'm taking heads. I think we should, though, at least
Kick ass and
try to
take heads.
follow the way she went and see if we can find, like, the hole she goes out of, It's like we're in a sewer, so whatever the first
Right.
hole we come to is probably where she jumps out, and she's got stinky-ass feet that probably make pretty good tracks.
All right, let's go. Come on, quickly.
Okay.
Quickly now.
Well, it's 11, so we're at our stop point for the week, which is like perfect. You guys have the win under your belt. You can decide. You have a week to reflect on how hard you want to chase her, and how much you want to gather stuff. So, does she have a 5-minute head start on you or a 30-minute head start on you?
But I feel like we're gonna get out of
Well,
here.
we
and go to
split the
sleep.
party, and then
Like, I feel like honestly, we're gonna get out of here and go to sleep. So
Really? You got hot on her trail.
yeah, I mean, she's
already
not that
been
far ahead of
gone.
us.
we don't know where she went, and it's a
And we
sewer.
blew all cooldowns.
Yeah, all our spells are gone. I need a long rest for your stuff
And
too.
if something sneezes in my direction, I'm
Yeah,
dead.
he's dead. I have no more heals.
Oh, so you're banking you can get back to someplace safe without another encounter finding you.
Well, you didn't
Hopefully.
use your lay on hands yet, did you?
No.
Yeah, so
I
we're
didn't
good. We're
use
good.
Lay of hands or the heal everyone. We're all in deep shit.
No, lay on hands. We're not in deep shit. Just you.
Okay.
I think we're good. I say we chase this bitch.
I agree. At least to see where she popped
Right.
out at. Where did she come out at?
Yeah, we don't have to like tackle her again, but we just need to see where she went.
You have a week to debate it. And we have a Discord. You're welcome to chat about it privately or publicly. So you've got lots of options there. I'm actually going to throw that up in the chat. But is there anything else we need to cover tonight? Because I think we need to wrap this up. Cool. So we meet back next week. You guys will be down in the sewers. Hopefully you'll have a plan. And if not, we'll pick up with a discussion as to the pros and cons of chasing after strange women, casting dark magics in the sewers.
I only hear pros out of that.
Yeah, me too. It's like, hey, if you're gonna willingly roofie me,
Oh. So, and I will be back tomorrow night with a Monday Night Mystery again because my wife isn't working and we are on track for that. And then the Old Time Tavern, which is now it's on Spotify and we just got listed in Apple Podcasts.
Oh, nice.
So you can follow our Tuesday chats
Very nice.
there at any time. Nebula, what have you got going on this week?
I have no idea, but I'll be on. I'll be on Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna be doing. Probably trying to finish.
Play some Cyberpunk.
Yes, that's my next game. I was trying to finish Assassin's Creed so I could move on to Cyberpunk.
I want to see it because I can't play it because I have an old Xbox One original.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, no, I will be. That's my next game that I will be playing. So hopefully sometime this week.
I'm still sporting the old one too, so I keep thinking maybe I'll try to see if it can limp along.
They actually put like a disclaimer in the Microsoft store that's like, hey, if you have like the old Xbox, you might not want to buy this.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's pretty bad because I was gonna buy it too because I got a gift card and I'm not even gonna spend my gift card on it because I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to wait.
I'm looking forward to the improved load times on things like Outriders because I got partway through the demo. I'm like, God, load times are killing me.
Yeah, load times are on par with like Destiny levels of load time.
Spinny, have you got anything going on scheduled this week?
Not yet.
Okay. Well, either way, their shout outs are in the chat. If you aren't following them, you should. They're amazing content creators, and you might even catch Azteki if you're watching Nebula stream because he seems to always wander through in the background and then complain about Apex somehow.
My job. See you there.
Indeed. We're going to wrap up, and I'm actually going to send you guys over to a buddy of mine who's still up tonight. He should be on for at least another 45 minutes or so. And he just is a great content creator. The Raven Armed, he usually streams as Captain Jack Sparrow and is a ton of fun when he does. And one of the members of the cast for the Candlekeep Angels, which is going to start not this Wednesday, but next Wednesday, is one of his moderators. So that's going to be a lot of fun. So until the next time we get together at the game table, hope everybody had a good time. Hope we look forward to a good time next week. Please, please, please keep wearing your mask. And above all else, everyone out there, stay safe.
And roll better than us in real life.
All right, 100%.
Yes.
Take 10. In real life, just take 10. You don't need to roll dice.
Don't hurt innocent people.
And nobody is banking you with rerolls for your con saves. Wear a mask.
Also tackle people.